All right, are we back? Are we here? Hello? No, you're so fine. I'm just making sure because OBS stopped responding and I just had to restart my computer, which is frustrating to say the least. Okay, so you can hear me. Hello, everybody. Ain't no way. You left me to get my Air 1 cert from somebody else. Yeah, no, I believe it. Good for them. She's so pretty.
I'm your king. Well, I didn't vote for you.
Donovan now controls the hill.
Dude, same. Fucking same.
My girlfriend's on that same period of time right now too.
Yeah, it's rent's due.
I don't want to talk about
Bleeding.
See, that's why it's smart to be 2 weeks ahead of when rent's due. So I always pay my rent midway through the month for the next month. That way, when rent comes around, I don't gotta fucking worry about it.
It's the way to do it.
Well, the thing is, I have roommates, so they don't pay me till the first.
Oh, you have to pay it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were still talking about periods, to be honest.
Oh, we kind of passed that subject.
Yeah.
Well, because we were talking about periods, and then she said rent's due, and I was like, oh, that's like mother's. You okay? And then y'all were actually talking about rent, which I don't know where the fuck that started.
Active listening helps.
Hey, McDonovan, can I have some napkins?
Because then I'd actually have to care, you know?
Mm. Crazy. Fighting.
So fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will hit a one.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Hell yeah.
Ask my brother how that worked out for him.
Oh, I would, but he keeps having PC issues.
Oh,
I know, right?
It's okay. He's protective of you. I'm not.
Okay. Noted.
It depends on the quote you're talking about, McDonovan. If it was equal rights, equal fights, like that was
Equal
Batman,
rights, equal lefts.
as you would know him.
What did hubby say about my equal rights, equal fights comment?
He just said, "Goddamn, talk about a quote." Yeah, it was partner war.
Yeah.
Can you hear my dog drinking water?
No.
Mm-hmm.
But it probably sounds like
It does. Okay, I just want to make sure it's not.
Hey, I'm sure it sounds like shit, but can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my fucking webcam.
Is your mic not working? I'm guessing.
No, it's just like will not read any signal from it. So I'm trying to find the drivers real quick just to update it.
Ooh, oh, no.
Mine does the same thing, and I have to like. Do you have a what's it called?
Fucking hammer.
Thing with all the buttons. And your mic plugs into
That's,
Oh.
a string deck or whatever.
I mean, I have a Stream Deck, but that's not what I'm using.
Oh,
I think it's the XLR port.
yeah, because I usually have to like unplug my Stream Deck and then plug it back in, and it's like, oh, I can fucking hear you now.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's tried unplugging it and plugging it back in. That's like the first thing he did, right?
I'm an IT. Of course, it's the first thing I did.
It helps if somebody else explains it very simply to you.
Oh, I
It's
got this.
so good we
Okay,
have these
so
mansplainers here.
the electronic device that you're having an issue with. Typically, if you look at the back of the device, there's going to be either a cable or a knob. You know,
This is making me
one
incredibly
either
violent.
remove the cable from the system itself and then re-enter it, or flip the switch and flip it back on. That's going to do.
So how's your guys' Wednesday going? I just muted him.
Dude, if I ever find him, I'm gonna stab him.
Mm-hmm. All right, I unmuted him.
Also, want to figure out how my hard drive had 30 gigabytes of data downloaded to it within the last day.
What?
Dude, it's all those porn sites.
I go to the right ones.
I keep that on my cell phone purpose for.
I was gonna
Keep it
say
on
yeah,
your
you
phone,
should
man.
only be watching that on
Yeah,
your phone.
yeah. I watch that shit on my phone. I don't want to destroy my PC. No thanks. Destroy my phone. I got insurance.
System
Private browser
restart.
sees some shit.
Ugh. I'll be back in a
Um,
minute.
do you have? Oh, I was gonna say.
See, I told you to
does
turn
your
it off and
brother
turn it back
have-
on.
Does your brother have CC cleaner on his computer at all?
Yeah, she's the one to know.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe
She
I
knows
don't know. They talk.
every
They might, maybe.
do you want his
software on his
IP address
PC.
too? Because I have that memorized.
I think so. I would, so I can hack into his system.
Hmm. No, I have no idea. You have to ask him.
I really wish I would have had time while I was in AZ to see you and your brother, but we were so fucking
know.
busy the whole fucking time. I think I'm just gonna take a solo trip out there with no family members and just hang out
You should. It's fun.
because there's plenty of other shit I still want to go see.
Hmm. They have an Airbnb like right my next door neighbor right here is one.
Oh,
Yeah,
how much they charge
It's
you a day?
Airbnb. She talks about this shit all the time.
I'm gonna block you.
How much do they charge a day for that?
It's $200 a night.
That's not bad.
It's 4 bedrooms though,
I guess I don't need that big.
and it has a jacuzzi. I just want to use the
Okay.
jacuzzi.
I just want to use the
Okay,
jacuzzi.
Say less.
Mhm.
Let's go. D
And
and
if
D
you-
fucking be Airbnb night.
Oh my god, yes. And the jacuzzi?
And
Yes, in the jacuzzi. We'll play D&D, rolling dice while in the jacuzzi.
Yes.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Here is there you go.
Where'd you send it? Oh. Ooh. It's probably nicer than the fucking place we have. Oh, yeah, it already is nicer. I didn't book the Airbnb. It was my girl's brother, or I should say sister-in-law, because I'd just be dumb to say it the way I did.
It's funny because the houses on the outside like they're so old.
Why does okay, go to picture 3 of 31. Why does it look fucking AI generated or fucking like
Because it is. It's not even really. It's not a re.
No, our sunsets
real,
legitimately look
Airbnb.
like that.
Nah, it's
No,
not.
no, no,
real.
no.
Stunning.
I'm not saying the sunset part, but if you look at like the chair and the jacuzzi, it looks
Oh, the
like it
chairs
was-
definitely photoshopped.
yeah, like what?
Wait, what are we looking at?
Send her the Airbnb.
Okay. I'll just put it in the chat. There we go.
Oh my god, so much nicer. But we needed what, 1, 2. Yeah, didn't have enough bedrooms for what we needed. We needed 6.
Mm.
There's a couch.
Yeah. What town is this in?
Tempe.
I don't think I was far from there.
You were in Mesa. You were right down the street.
No, I flew into Mesa, but we were in Phoenix. Let me see where the address was. So I know I got it by fucking Google Maps. Still recent shit. We were in Glendale.
Armpit of Phoenix.
Huh?
So that's the armpit of Phoenix.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
It's such a pretty property.
Let's see. The neighbor's dog would not shut the fuck up all night. They just left it outside. And there was a Mexican fiesta on Friday and Saturday night, so they were partying till fucking 3 in the morning. And I didn't care what, didn't bother me because I can pass out and pass the fuck out. First night, the smoke detector alarm started going off at 2 o'clock in the morning because the battery fucking died. So every fucking couple seconds, you heard the beep chip, and it was like the ceiling was so high we couldn't reach it to disconnect it. So we had to wait for maintenance to come. And I really didn't feel safe with like a fucking gated door on my fucking door.
Yeah, they have the
metal doors,
the metal screen doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Security doors. That's Glendale.
Yeah, and I just wasn't happy with how it didn't look very clean. Like the light switches looked dirty, the baseboards looked filthy, fucking the screen was off one of the windows like half-ass, and I was like, the fuck? But
yeah.
we were barely
Wait,
there.
have y'all never been poor before?
What's poor? I'm just kidding. I've been poor once.
Oh,
That's
Everybody's had to be
crazy.
poor at least once in their life.
It depends on there's different types of poor. I need to know the severity.
Yeah, but that's not even a bad house for $200 a night at all.
Well, I was thinking of like renting it out over my birthday weekend and like having people come out. My birthday, huh?
When?
Oh, December.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, let me know. I'll be in.
Okay.
I think it was like under $400 for a round trip for airfare.
Yeah, it's not too bad if you plan it like a ways out.
Right. And I do have timeshare points I can use as long as I book at least 2 months in advance.
And if you go to Sky Harbor is only like 5 minutes from me, if that.
Yeah, the reason I flew into Mesa because there's an airport by me. So if
Mesa?
I would have flown Mesa, whatever. If I would have flown out of like,
don't let her correct you like that.
I
You
would have
fucking
flown
stand
out
your
of
crap.
That's
Okay?
your face hole.
What is Mesa?
If I flew out of like Green Bay, Milwaukee, or Chicago, it was like an extra $400 on top of my plane ticket. But if I flew out of my airport to that one, it was $400 cheaper, and I flew like Friday through Wednesday.
Okay.
It was just cheaper to do that route.
Yeah.
And it's only half-hour drive I think it took me to get to where we need to from the airport to our Airbnb. No, probably 45 minutes to our Airbnb.
It's probably like 45 minutes if you're in Glendale.
Yeah. All I know is your drivers are fucking ass in Arizona.
Yeah, it's all the
Straight up
people from
ass.
California and Texas.
So give me a second. I'm gonna grab my headphones and we'll do this the old-fashioned way.
No, we're good. You got it. No worries.
Yeah, it's so many people have moved here from out of state that like there's so many different drivers out here and it's horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's
most of them are the locals.
Bro, nobody gives a fuck about who's next to them or anything. They just cut lanes like it's fucking NASCAR. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's great.
Fuck this shit.
We
Yeah,
definitely are aggressive drivers, people that have.
Oh, I mean, I'm an aggressive driver. My girlfriend's like, "Why are you doing like 80, 85?" I'm like, "Cause these bitches be doing 90 to 100 on the highway." I'm like, "I ain't
No,
getting
if
fucking
you're
rammed
if
in."
you're going 65, you're gonna get ran over. Like people will
Right.
fight you. Like it's 80. It's unspoken 80, 85, and you will not get pulled over.
Yeah, I was doing 80 past cops and they didn't care.
No, the
You know
cops
what
will
the funny
pass
thing is?
you.
I didn't see any like local cops. All I ever saw was state troopers.
State highway patrol.
Yeah, your
So
state
excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We don't have any real cops.
Roland, do you have a camera tonight?
I do, but I am
Does
currently
anybody know
working
what
on
Tyler is?
a
Oh my god.
report
On what?
for work. On a
Anybody
report
know?
for work. So I'm like, I have my computer on, but I've got the screen swooped over to my work.
Okay, but I can't.
Currently.
I can't start my thing.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh my god, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
What does that mean?
It's garbage.
You're talking
It
through
sounds
a
like you're in a
can
cup with a
string
string.
tied to it.
Your webcam was slightly better than this piece of shit.
All right.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Alright. You just fucking hit on a cereal.
Hey, question. Oh, he's not here. Fuck. Anybody know where Telemer is?
Maybe. Let me.
Was he in your live stream at all tonight?
No, but he was an average gamer streaming. But he's not there. Let me.
I was so worried I wasn't gonna be able to make it tonight because I was fucking just dead all week.
Like shit.
And it was not from Whataburger. It was fucking amazing, okay?
It wasn't amazing. You don't have to lie about it.
I ain't lying. That shit was good.
Mm.
I went to a new one, like a brand new Whataburger building. Like it wasn't one of the old school Whataburger buildings.
No, that's
so,
Oh,
one
so
I
it
went
had no
to,
flavor?
and it was no flavor,
Yeah.
and it was cold.
Yeah, see, mine was hot
Nah.
and fresh and had flavor.
Nah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
It literally took them almost 7 minutes to bring our food out.
I guarantee what happened was they were like, let me just get a plain burger where it's just like the patty, a slice
and
of
a bun.
cheese,
And a bun.
and then a bun.
I don't like those kind of
No
burgers.
mustard, no ketchup, just straight fucking mayonnaise on it. And it's gonna be so good. And you took a bite out of it and it was just shit in your mouth.
I'm doing one more full reset, and then
That sounds good.
Question. Do you have CC Cleaner on your PC?
yeah.
Have you gone in there to see if your voice drivers are updated or need any updated or see if there's any issues?
Well, I don't have like the paid version that does the whole thing with the drivers and all that.
Yeah.
He thought it was at 9.
It's honestly, it's completely worth it if you get the year that you can do. There's 2 different ones that you can do. You can have one that does just your PC, or you can have up to like 3 devices, which does your PC, your phone, and whatever else you want.
Yeah.
I like it because it does all my updates all my drivers for me all the time.
Yeah. I just went through and just did a driver update. Like, I'm not entirely sure what's happening. But the problem is that I can go back to like the webcam microphone, but then I can't hear out of these headphones. So I'm just gonna see if this if restarting, if maybe it like kicks into gear and sees itself. So frustrating to say the least. And the reason I like
Do you see
wasn't
your mic
expecting this
on
is
your
because
PC at all?
this, huh?
Do you see your mic like on your settings, like in your microphone, like on your PC? Like, can you see that? Do you even see it in like your user settings, like in your voice settings for Discord? Do you see your mic that you're trying to get to?
No.
You don't see it in there?
Nope.
Have you what I'm trying to think. Have you unplugged your microphone and plugged it back in? I'm just kidding. I'm
gonna fucking stab one of you.
I did it to be a dick. Sorry.
Hello? Yeah.
Polymer, welcome
power up.
in.
I am so good at coordinating times and schedules.
It's
sometimes.
okay. Shane's having issues with this mic, so you're not like late or
Fucking
anything.
Shane.
Tell me about it, bro.
He's on his webcam
fuck
mic
you
right now.
saying?
You know what? Toliver might be able to help you really good with this microphone issue.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
I'm
Now he's
dead.
got 3 people to stab.
He's breathing
Yeah.
very heavy right now, in through his nostrils and out through his mouth. You guys just can't hear it.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Uh-huh.
Kumbi Magic
I
now
didn't have a
controls
chance
the
to get a
hill.
glass of wine. I am so thrown off right now.
Hey, zombie. Welcome in.
Things
Ada,
running up.
ada.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just watching a video the girlfriend sent of her baby niece that's almost 1 making all these noises, and I don't know how well it is.
Yeah. You don't say hi.
I don't know how well it's showing up on the screen.
Wait, if your mic's not working, does that mean your webcam's not going to be on tonight?
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be on tonight.
Oh, you'll figure that out. I just need you to do something so that way I can start setting up the scene.
No, I don't want to sit here and be looked at while I'm fucking freaking out.
I'll just look at you.
But it's so fun, zombie.
They're all looking at Tucker anyway.
Puppers.
Look at
He's this
Tucker.
big boy, huh?
Hi,
Tuck,
Tucker.
tuck.
Well, and yeah, the camera is going to be here.
Are you sad because I went out to dinner?
Says, here's your cam, Juniper.
Set this scene up, bitch.
That's fine. However you need to do it.
Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, you're mature. Be nice if you had like a reduce and large spell. You could just reduce yourself and enlarge yourself based off of what spell you cast.
Why do you mention that?
Oh.
I had the
Yay.
option to do something like that, but I chose not to.
Are we talking
What
about spells?
fucking use are you, Dragon Boy?
Because I wanted to make everybody Spider-Man, okay? What the fuck?
Enlarge this dick.
Literally, I mean, what was it? Let me see if I can find that.
I can automatically make myself Spider-Man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Again.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me. I can't fucking hear you.
Try turning.
Have you tried turning your
Back on.
headphones on?
Say something.
Turn on.
Restart your headphones.
Talk louder.
You try it.
I wish I knew sign language right now.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Hold on, hold on.
Hang on.
It's wild that you have yours plugged in.
They're charging.
Oh.
Yeah. It worked.
So his
Yeah, 'cause
mic's
it's-
working, just his headphones are not.
I need to quit fucking distracting me. I'm trying to work.
Discord
okay?
fucks with my settings sometimes too. Under the voice
Hang on.
settings.
I just saw the background. That's amazing.
What? Who's?
He loves me.
Telomeres.
I love when like the sites that I go to call me after like
Hey,
2
yeah.
days, like, hey, where's the report? Like, bro, I've got 5 business days to turn these in, and I have every intention on waiting until the last minute to send it to you because I'm fucking swamped. I hope you realize that you're not the only customer I have. Thanks.
Why is my character sheet not letting me do anything?
You tried turning it off and turning it back on?
Motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I have. I've closed it. Maybe if I sign in again. I don't know why I would have to do that.
Doing Bravo. Doing Bravo. Oh, gee, did y'all hear that? That was
Yeah.
aggressive.
Dude, that was
No,
good.
I didn't.
That came out of nowhere. Holy shit.
Eating from your toesies.
Okay, do you guys hear like an echo at all when you talk?
No.
When we talk, no.
Let's fucking do it like this. Posty, start rolling a new character.
What? Are you saying you're gonna take your aggressions out on her?
No, I'm talking shit. It's deserved.
Gotcha.
Close.
I said, have you tried turning them off and on again about his headset? And then I said, try unplugging them and waiting 10 seconds and then plugging them in again.
It's 30 seconds if you want to get it right. At least 30 seconds.
But
No,
are they
because-
on?
Is the batteries dead?
Are the batteries dead?
Yeah, are the batteries dead? Or they always plugged in?
TPK. Campaign's
I'm about
over.
to say, guys, we're
Plugged in.
fucked.
Plugged in.
Okay, we need to take a 2-week break. I can't play anymore tonight, guys.
You wake up in a bed with Tianat. Roll for initiative.
I'm a bard. I'm safe.
We're gonna say this.
Oh shit, he just went demon mode. Look at him.
I saw
know.
that.
Be great if those things would go to blue the way I want them to. Oh,
Just ask-
incredibly
ask
frustrating.
Alexa
I
to do it.
used this microphone and headset this weekend for like my daughter's class project, and I do not understand what's going on. I am beyond frustrated right now. But we'll figure it out. All right.
We all love you.
Thanks.
Have you
Maybe
seen Beer
not
Fest?
Elena, but
What are you doing?
So frustrated.
You growling at shit.
Frustrated. So frustrated.
Grumpy dog.
So frustrated. Stop it. So
Frustrated.
frustrated.
Hate that.
Enhance. All right. Sorry. I'm just getting everyone's stuff pulled up. This should have been a lot. Now, like I said, I was here getting ready 20 minutes beforehand, and all this shit just went out the window.
Well, I don't plan ahead.
I thought it was good. I need my fucking regular computer back, is what I need.
when are you supposed
Mhm.
to get your new part?
So
He had to ship the PC out.
I want to talk about more stuff. So I like 2 weeks ago. It was on the like the 9th or the 10th or something. I mailed them. No, it was probably like the 15th. But either way, they told me like, "Hey, we need to fix your radiator. Go ahead and mail it back to us. Here's your shipping label." I'm like, great. Okay. So I packaged it up, put the shipping label on a fucking box, and I sent it back to them. And then a couple days ago, I'm like, I haven't heard shit about this. And I had emailed him a few times, like, hey, just want to make sure, like, is everything going? How are we doing as far as like the repairs? And they basically said, like, hey, you can go ahead and check the RMA site for the repair process, and it should tell you. Put in your repair number and your serial number. And so I was like, all right. So I went looking for it, and I'm like, they didn't send me anything regarding an RMA. They just told me to ship it to them. So I emailed them back, and they sent me this big thing about, like, what do you mean you shipped it without setting up an RMA? And I'm like, what do you mean that you told me to ship it without setting up an RMA? So I had to go back to this whole thing, and I'm fucking paper trailed them. I'm like, this is what you sent me. I did exactly what you told me to do, step by step. Where's my fucking shit? And they finally, like, they found it, and apparently they're working on it, but I have no idea how long it's supposed to take. But I went off this computer. I just went back to my old shit.
I mean, in all honesty, they should have just sent you a replacement and then have you ship the broken part back.
They should have.
Because that was a brand new part, right?
Yeah. I bought this computer like a couple days before Christmas.
Yeah, I would have told him, like, no, you ship me a replacement, or we're gonna have some issues here.
Yeah,
I don't want to
send you a picture of my.
You can be like, I need my PC for work, and shipping me that will fix it, and then you guys can just take the piece of shit product that you sent me in the first place, and you can fix it.
You'll get one butthole picture per day. I don't have my PC. And it won't even be a good angle.
Hey. I mean, I worked Amazon out of over like $100 in credit and free product when they fucked with my shit.
Yeah. I'm not even going to make a wink at you.
We're getting close to that.
I'm not even going to make it wink.
So, all right. You guys will have to forgive me if you hear any like echo or anything. I'm going to try my best. So, but I think we are.
If we hear echo, can we have advantage on our next roll?
No. Straight up disadvantage.
I quit.
Everybody.
We're already at a disadvantage listening to you through a subpar setup.
What microphone are you hearing me through?
Clearly not the one in front of you.
No, it sounds better.
Is it not this one?
No, it is that one.
No,
but legitimately, I have you turned up to 197% because you're soft.
As good as you usually do. Maybe it's just because you're disappointed.
But also, don't worry about it because we can hear you.
But yeah, because we can hear you.
Because he turned down his sensitivity so we wouldn't hear us in the PC.
We can kiss about it later. It's fine.
He's thinking about it.
I mean,
he couldn't hear you.
I hadn't turned down my stuff, but it's okay. I've got it now.
Oh, now you sound better.
Do I?
Well, I turned you up though.
I hate my life. Okay. All right. We will try our best here. So let's do a little of this.
I will say, good call on the extra large chair. I am in love with this fucking thing.
Oh, how do you love it?
It's amazing. I have already slept in this thing.
Exactly how she said.
I love it. I love it.
I am holding on for dear life. I'm going to fucking knock you out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Anyway, I'm so sorry.
What chair did you get?
I got the Secret Labs Titan Evo Extra Large. I think it is.
It's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I even bought the memory foam, memory gel.
Arm pads?
Arm pads, yeah.
So it remembers who you are.
It remembers who I am.
I'm going to be needing a new chair soon.
Dude.
GT Racing, it's trash.
No, I bought this GT player.
Those
chair.
are fucking terrible.
That's what I have. That's what you do.
Mine.
This is the locked back. It's in the locked position.
Mine's stuck, but my ass fucking shit is just gone.
Yeah, the padding's gone already.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I use the head pillow for my ass now.
My ass is too big for the fucking neck pillow.
You put it right between the cheeks. It's fine.
Wait, why don't you two have this pillow? Or did you just not use it?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
The old style was a strap on.
I'm gonna have to start selling feet pics to get a.
I like.
Mine's magnetic.
Phrasing.
Yeah, mine's magnetic. I like the magnet.
Who wants to start buying feet pics for like $5 a toe?
Are you kidding me? I'm selling my feet pics. Get out of here. Selling a whole lot more than that, buddy.
Saturate the market with your nonsense.
Yeah, I am gonna undercut your market.
My toes are prettier.
I don't know. I've been told I got model toes.
For free? Oh my god.
Wow, for
free?
For free online? That's crazy.
Because
Oh my god.
$200 you just lost right there.
I know.
Just a tip, just to see how it feels. If I try to do that, my chair is going to go backwards. I have no back support. I've already fallen backwards into the dog's bed once. I don't want to repeat that.
Oh my god. Hey, does this sound different?
No,
It sounds a little
Sounds good.
crispy.
you're fine.
but
Just
I
keep
hear
going.
myself.
Let's keep
Yeah,
it
this guy sounds
rolling.
a little bit more.
Okay, all right.
Hello.
Boom.
Red. Red, you sent me. Girl, I love you.
I'm sorry.
Do you have any Bluetooth headphones?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just trying
I
to.
did that earlier, and you immediately were like, "This sounds even worse. This is the
because I-
worst
no.
shit I've ever heard in my life."
No,
Sometimes it sounds like people are fucking my ears.
No, that was with your mic. I'm saying, do you just have normal Bluetooth like earbuds that can connect to your PC, but not use the mic off of them?
I don't know.
Because that's what it was doing. It was taking your voice off your earbuds originally.
I know.
Okay,
That was the plan.
gotcha. Just the voice on the earbuds. were
Are we
Vaping my
gaslighting our
ears.
DM? No. That doesn't sound like something we do.
We love you.
Tell you what, it's about to get real fucking Petronsky in here.
Yeah.
Dude, this opera is gonna be fucking wild.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, he sounds crystal because I haven't turned up to 200%.
There you go. Turn my shit up. All right.
Wait, tell him Mar's got a phone call.
Check for driver updates. Download and install.
No, don't fucking update anything right now, dude. You're gonna break it further.
Bruh.
Bra.
Borowski.
Deuterino.
His dudeness, if you're into that brevity thing.
ChatGPT. It knows more about my job than I fucking do.
That's crazy. Good thing Chat GPT can't do my job.
It can't do my job either, but if I'm like stuck on something, I'm like, okay, what could cause this? And like give like 9 different answers.
That's nice to have.
Or
We got
Fulgrim.
Tom, we're back now.
Yes.
I bought Costco toilet paper the other day and I thought about you.
Me?
About me?
No, Vol'jin.
No, me.
Because I'm the fucking shit.
More than likely, I printed it.
There's 3.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
There's 3.
Yeah,
It's
how?
all of the maze.
So many cameras.
Are you with
They're all different
Casey?
cameras.
No, but I print for Casey. They just use our packaging to wrap their
And I
product.
have this camera, and then I have that camera.
Okay.
I like to work the angles.
Ooh.
Speaking of working angles, that's what this one's for. No.
Love
Might
it.
be providing content on new platforms coming soon.
Okay.
I'm actually setting up a camera directly underneath my chair, and I'm drilling out a hole. I'm not wearing pants for the viewers.
I think that goes against the TOS. Where are you putting that one at?
Let's not worry about that one.
I did get busted for not wearing pants on stream last night.
What?
So
How?
because
whipped out his
they did a
penis.
Tucker redeem to show the dog, and when I went to show, I turned the camera to show the dog's bed. They're like, "Why are your pants on the middle of the floor? You're not wearing pants." I'm like, "I'm not wearing pants."
That is correct.
Fuck
I
pants,
am
man.
not.
Who wears pants? I mean, come on.
While streaming? Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah. It's like you could be like in a business call and it's all business up front and nothing on the bottom. They would never know.
No.
Or just wear assless chaps.
I wear my hoodie on very important calls. I don't care. I'm not being paid to look nice. I'm being paid for what I fucking know.
Right?
I'm not being paid for either.
Clearly, because Chat GPT does your job for you.
Can do the
Who
job
just
for him.
fucking took a picture of me?
I'm ready when you guys are.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
I'm ready.
Oh, we're
whenever.
ready. We're ready.
Oh, don't teacher us right now.
I've just been sitting here waiting, listening to fucking butthole
You
cameras.
asked if he was off the phone. We all said yes, and you didn't continue.
And
So
then
we're waiting on
immediately
you.
I start hearing about 3 different camera angles, buttholes, and trying to figure out who's selling their feet. Which
Not yet, but I'm
apparently
open to it.
is everybody.
And you're upset about this?
Are you looking
Rent's
for
gotta
your-
get paid.
I'm open to the idea.
Are you looking for toe pictures for your computer room?
Yeah, I just have it as a wallpaper.
I'd like to rename my character to Tolimer.
Could you just have
as in
all of our
Toe
toes on your
Limer.
PC as your background?
Fucking 10 toes standing on business. Just keep it all across the background. If I don't constantly want to lick my fucking screen, I don't want it.
Oh, you want to lick your screen.
God, I need you guys to write advertisements for me.
I renamed myself and now Toe.
So Limmer.
Oh, toe.
Oh.
All right, let's play.
All right, we're ready.
Okay. All right. So, last time we met, bunch of stuff happened. I've forgotten some of it, and we ended up at the theater, and everybody got real nice and pretty, dressed up real nice with your fancy clothes, which I've added to everyone's inventory if you don't already have it, and started meeting some folks while you were there, started chatting up some people, and getting ready for the show. So, starting tonight, as we always do, we don't start with our party, but we start above the city of splendors, with the sky a vast, endless gray, thick with the weight of winter. The clouds are stretching out like an old woolen blanket. They're soft and heavy, muffling the city sounds below. But from this height, beyond the reach of the chimneys and the towers, a single snowflake detaches from the sky, and we attach to that as it tumbles gently towards the streets of Waterdeep. It drifts past the towering, floating sphere of the Godcatcher statue, its descent slow and meandering. The cold wind nudges it sideways, sending it fluttering over the rooftops of the seaward, where lanterns glow warm against these frost-chilled streets. Snowflake spirals downward, weaving between the banners of shops and the hoods of hurried passerby until it reaches the grand facade of the Lightsinger Theater. The building stands proud amid the bustling thoroughfare, its aged stone exterior flickering in the glow of the street lamps. The door stands open, spilling golden light out on the frost spot here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Laughter.
Frost?
Yeah.
Frost what?
Frost-laced cobblestones, laughter, and the faint melody of an orchestra drift into the street. The snowflake, caught in a sudden gust and vacuum, is swept inside. It twirls past the threshold, gliding over plush red carpets and between the boots of elegantly dressed theatergoers. Finally, it lands, silent and unnoticed, upon the polished wooden floor in front of a black boot, vanishing as the heat of the theater claims it. As our view rises from this boot, we see Elena leaning against the bar, sipping her drink and looking out at the crowd. as a tuxedoed minotaur with gold filigree wrapped around his horns looks over the crowd with her, pointing out notable people in the crowd. Umpak the minotaur continues to chat you up as you sip. He points out several wealthy patrons and gives tasty bits of gossip as he does. He points over to Saphira in the crowd, Elena, and says, "Your tiny friend just got done speaking with Vajra Blackstaff. She's one of the youngest folks to ever receive the title of Blackstaff, runs Blackstaff Academy, and oversees the Force Grey, and there's a lot of responsibility in that. Don't think I envy her one bit. Word has it she and the Open Lord don't exactly get along, and I suppose that little blow-up confirms it." He points at Layrel Silverhand, who is currently storming away from Vajra Blackstaff as
Hey, Jazzu.
Zafira. Oh my god. Juniper.
Absolutely,
now
come
crossing
join.
the streams as Juniper is walking over towards her. He points at Layrel Silverhand, who's currently storming away, and says, "There goes the Open Lord of Waterdeep, Our Lady Mage. She's been cleaning up Neverember's mess for the past 13 years. Read in the paper she recently uncovered that embezzling scandal. No wonder she looks tired and stressed." As he's telling you this, Elena, he is still working the bar, and he hands a glass of champagne to a beautiful older half-elf woman in a deep green blouse, well-tailored tan jacket, and black pants with knee-high black boots. She has warm golden bronze skin and blonde hair that's tightly tied back on her head and drapes down to her middle back. She smiles at him as he hands her the glass and looks at you, saying, "Fans of the Fall of Tiamat, are you? It's one of my favorites." Okay, see you later. You threw me off there, Elena. She looks at you for a second and you don't respond, so she takes her glass and pays Umpak and walks out into the crowd, disappearing amongst the patrons. Umpak looks at you and says, "Well, that was kind of rude." I didn't hear you
Great.
at all.
Can you?
No.
You didn't hear me?
Now I did.
Okay. Not great with small talk.
No, that's okay. I am. Do you know who that was?
No.
That's Lady Romalia Haventree. Funny thing, this is the first time she's been out and about in probably 5 years. Ever since her husband died, she's been a recluse, but I keep hearing she's putting her money into the city and helping build a temple, last I heard. Maybe it helps the grief. I don't know, but good for her. Walking through the crowd, you see a man and woman standing close together, speaking quietly as they slowly walk through and look around the room. The man is short and stocky, dressed very well for the occasion in a velvet midnight blue doublet with silver buttons and a collar with a thin line of ruffled silk coming from it. The woman next to him is wearing a white flowered, long sleeved silk dress with a white cape coming down from her shoulders. Her collar plunges deep and is lined with a gold trim, which matches her golden diamond shaped hanging earrings perfectly. He's wearing a black wide brimmed hat. Her hair is done up in a wrapped coiled bun. You see a tall, muscle bound half orc with dark gray skin and a cleft lip splitting up to his nose, standing near them, impeccably dressed in a dark brown leather duster and spotless brown boots, with his arms crossed low over his belly button, looking around at the crowd and not speaking. I need Elena and Voldred and Roland to make perception checks. Got a 10. Anyone else?
2.
He looks like he's getting to his dice. He looks so lost.
Okay.
I get a 1.
Okay. So only Voldred happens to notice. There's a lot of people in the crowd, right? This is a busy play. But Voldred, you do manage to see the hilt of a sword that's peeking out from underneath his duster. Umpak notices you looking at the two of them, Elena, and says lower in volume this time. They're what all the nobles sneer and call new rich. I don't get it much. Gold's gold. What does it matter when you got it? But Yala is always hanging around or hanging off Amalia Casalanter, hoping she'll get even an ounce of what she has. As for her husband, well, not much to look at that one. Your attention turns to the two people who have garnered so much attention upon their arrival. They came in shortly after the 5 of you. A man, a furbolg woman, and they had what looked to be a mechanical construct, an automaton, with them. Zardoz, you heard his name when they had come in, and his companion are standing amongst a crowd of admirers, smiling, talking, and shaking hands. Umpak says with a barely concealed excitement, if you polymorphed a peacock into a human, you'd probably get old Zardoz Zord. Runs the Sea Maidens Fair, tours along the Sword Coast throughout the year. Heard he's staying all winter season due to the rough sea conditions. I don't know though. He may be staying because of that contraption of his. I saw one of those in the Temple of Gond. He looks at the furbolg woman in the sheer seafoam dress and says reverently, now that Margot Verita, what a woman. I saw her perform last year and couldn't help but cry. She ain't called the Siren of the Dales for nothing. If I wasn't working right now, well, I don't know. He then points over towards Ptolemy and the couple that have just introduced themselves to him. Those are bankers, and they're old money. Got a lot of prestige, especially since the patriarch, Victoro, well, his father used to be a masked lord and a hero of Waterdeep. His wife's a philanthropist and does a lot of charities for folks in the field ward. Guess it's nice to see nobles not just hoarding money. And with that, we're going to pull off from Elena and head back into the crowd with Ptolemy, who has just been introduced.
At my door. I'll be right back.
Of course. Elena, is there anything that you want to say while we're waiting for Ptolemy?
Continue scanning the crowd.
Great. Make a perception check for me.
Oh.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a lot of people in the crowd. You managed to keep eyes on everyone that's out there that was pointed out to you, but no one really stands out. Roland, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception check. That is a. This is my second one in a row. 6.
Okay, all right. You're getting bumped a lot in the crowd. People aren't really taking notice of you. But you get kind of a couple of oh, excuse me, no, sorry. But you don't really notice anyone in particular. Voldred, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
Great. As you're kind of walking through the crowd, taking a look at people, you do hear a voice from from off to your right, not next to you, but probably, I don't know, 20 feet or so. But you hear, Oh, well, I sure do like these kinds of plays. I appreciate you bringing me here. Haven't been to too many of them, but these sure do seem nice. These people here are really nice as well.
Yeah, this is quite the crowd to be around. Seems there to be some quite famous people around here.
He is not talking to you.
Oh, he's not talking to me. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken that. My apologies.
You hear the voice,
Okay.
and with that, you look over and you see Floon Blagmar standing with a very tall, skinny, voluptuous woman, absolutely gorgeous. And he is just kind of like wide-eyed, looking around and everything. He is dressed up very like flamboyantly, like very bright colors, open, like he's got an open jacket with no shirt on underneath.
Okay.
But has this almost like a Kentucky Derby style hat, like you would see, like just very peacocky right now. She is looking at him and is kind of like has like a slight smile, and she's just nodding, like sipping her champagne. Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
16.
Okay. You can tell that she has a lot of money, and it almost looks like he's the arm candy for the night.
Okay.
Now, Ptolemy,
Yes, sir.
now that you are back, the Castellaners have walked up to you and introduced themselves. You've got, let me see here. All right. The woman walks up. She shakes your hand. She says, "It's very nice to meet you. I'm Amalia Casalanta, and this is my husband, Victorio."
Nice to meet you both. Ptolemy Bluffforge.
Always good to meet new people here at the theater in the Seaward. We know most of the people here that would attend these, but we haven't seen you. Where about in the city do you come from?
Actually, very much new to the city. But we've opened up the old troll skull. Give it a go with it.
Victorio, kind of like you pique his interest with that, and he's like, "The troll skull? Wow, I didn't realize somebody had moved in there. Always interesting seeing new innkeepers, new tavern owners. What have you been doing with it?"
Now we're fixing up it again. Trying to get it where it should be. The pinnacle of where one might stay when visiting the city.
Go ahead and make, I know it's a lot of them, but go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. It's 10.
Okay. So with a 10, you are seeing again that these guys are well off. Their clothing is impeccable. She is in a golden dress with black trimmings. She's the one who has that big crinoline, so it is very puffy around her. He has that maroon doublet, well-tailored pants. He also has that ruby-tipped cane in his right hand. But again, you could tell that when he is using it, that it's actually like off the ground a little bit. He has it for show. It is not for use. And so she's like, "Well, obviously, we understand the financial impact that it comes from opening up a tavern or an inn. How are you guys doing as far as funding for getting everything going? I know it's been a little run down. It's going to need some work and some love."
Yeah, it definitely needs a little TLC. And getting it with the guilds is first and foremost on the list. Developing those relationships there, I think will help us in the long run.
Victorio's like nodding along with that. He's like, "Oh, the guilds. Don't get me started. It's always a struggle trying to get them on board with the things that you need, but those startup fees are nothing to sniff at. I know that they can be quite steep. I don't know if you've heard, but Amalia and I run the Bank of Casalanta here in Waterdeep. If you guys ever wanted a loan or anything to get the business started, I'm sure that we could accommodate."
That would be something we'd surely consider.
They both nod and smile, and Amalia says, "Well, that's absolutely terrific. Let me give you all information. I know the show's about to be starting here soon, but why don't you stop by the villa? Do come by anytime. We'd love to speak more, and you absolutely must meet our twins, Terenzio and Elzarina." She brings out a card. It's got the information for Castellandra Villa on it. She hands it to you. They both shake your hand before they leave. So,
Very nice to meet you as well.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna nod towards them.
And they go ahead and walk out into the crowd from there. So let me get a quick touch base. What is everyone doing, starting with Juniper?
I forgot who the person was that we were looking for to borrow money from. But I also know I wanted to find the person that I stole the pocket watch from.
Okay. Borrowing money.
We were talking about borrowing it from somebody, and I forget who. Our rich friend was above table.
Renee, I never remember him.
Yeah.
But he's not here at the opera because I was looking for him when we first got here, and he's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. And then your other question?
The person that showed up at the manor that I stole the pocket watch from.
So that was Jalister Silvermane. Go ahead and perception or investigation, whichever is higher.
Perception or investigation? We'll go with perception.
Okay.
17.
Okay. You even at a low height, so they've got the stairs that go around the lobby that head up to the balconies. You actually kind of step away from the crowd, take a couple of steps up those stairs just to get a better look, so you get a better survey. With a 17, you just saw Jalister the night before, so his face is pretty fresh in your mind. And while you are able to pick out a couple of City Watch that are standing at the front doors and at the top of the stairs, just kind of watching for troublemakers, you do not see Jalister in the crowd.
Okay.
Roland, what are you doing?
I would be sticking by because I was near Elena, right? Or I was near somebody. I couldn't remember who I was by, but I would just be near them to stay kind of with the crowd. We're just kind of observing everybody and I don't know, seeing if there's any easy targets for a quick pocket swipe or something like that.
Okay, sure. So like you said, you're in the crowd.
Cheers, chat.
People have not been paying much attention to you. So there are quite a few targets. You've got a couple groups of 3 and a couple of groups of 2 standing around you. All of them in basically the same level of fine clothing. And all of them seem to be pretty decent marks. All 4 groups.
Hi, baby.
Both sets of 3 and both sets of 2.
Thank you so much.
Very involved in their conversations with each other. They're all kind of looking around. There's a group of two that does seem to be a little bit more exaggerated. It seems like maybe they've had a few of the special drinks at the bar, even though there's a limit of one per person. It looks like they might have been able to sneak by Umpak with some of that.
Okay. Is there any like security or guards near them?
Let's take a look. There are two guards that are standing probably about 15 feet away from him. And go ahead and make a quick survival check.
22.
Yeah. They are kind of like crossing paths every once in a while, but they are lazy with how they're watching. One of them looks to be more interested in the sightseeing, and one of them is just kind of like, oh, I've got to be here guarding the rich folk again. So they're not like too perceptive right now.
Okay. Is there a... So you said there was a bar, but you only got one drink per person.
Right.
Is it like you buy your ticket and it comes with a drink, or is it you have to pay for the drink?
You pay for it at the bar.
Okay.
You weren't there to see it last time because I think it was just Elena, Voldred, and Ptolemy who purchased drinks. But they did all find out that drinks cost 1 gold.
1 gold, okay.
This is the Scottsdale, the New York City of drinks.
Can I, for those two like intoxicated guys, can I see where they would hold their like gold pouch?
Yeah, investigation check.
It's a 12.
Okay. They are... Okay. They coat checked when they got there. So they do not have an outside coat on. You can see that they do both have a pouch tied to like their side belt. With a... What was the number you had?
12.
Okay, with a 12, it looks like they're pretty well secured.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on them for a little bit.
Okay.
While I see what like the others are doing, so that way I don't like lose them.
Great.
Because I still don't feel comfortable in this environment.
Okay, cool. In that case, we're gonna go ahead and bounce over to let's go to Elena, since I had worked with Voldred a minute ago.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna find my way towards Juniper and link up with her just to kind of find our seats and if people are moving towards the show.
Okay. So you head through the crowd, you leave the bar. Umpak says, "Have a good night, enjoy the show." And you head over to Juniper, who you have seen go up the stairs a bit.
Before I leave the bar, I'm gonna go ahead and cite him a gold piece for all the information.
Awesome. Is that on top of the cost of the drink?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, that's very kind of you. I appreciate it. I really hope you enjoy the show now.
Thank you.
He goes back to working away. You do hear a second later, kind of like a what the, and you turn to see, where my name's at, Yala Gralhund, that he had pointed out to you, one of the Gralhunds, the wife.
Mhm.
She is like covered in a drink, and she kind of like looks around. And she's like, "Who did that? Oh, this is, oh, this was immaculate before. I can't believe. Do you know how much this cost?" And she, walks into the crowd and kind of disappears. And so, where are you going from here?
Do they have like seat assignments, or you just kind of first come first serve?
When you look at your ticket, you do have seat assignments. They are in the lower level of the theater. They are about they are 18 rows back from the stage. But they are basically tickets. You have ticket number, the 5 of you. You have ticket number 6 in row 18.
My seat.
You're going to head to your seat?
Yep.
I'll follow.
Do you? Okay, great. So the two of you head to your seats. You show the usher, and he opens the door and waves you guys in. We'll come back to Voldred real quick. What are you doing?
I'm kind of still standing by where Floon was, kind of just kind of watching right now with them two. And then eventually when Floon and I forgot her name, but the lady that's she didn't have a name yet. When they kind of walk in, I'm gonna kind of just walk in behind them, just kind of eavesdrops on the conversation.
Okay. They are standing where they are right now and just kind of still just talking a little bit. Go ahead and are you trying to be sneaky with this or?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
10. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, 7. 7. I read it wrong.
Okay. 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 So you're standing there listening, and they kind of like Floon's basically saying like, "Well, that's not his voice."
Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah. Yeah, the poison. Cusco's poison. There we go. I'll remember when he comes back.
Pretty good.
Thanks. I have to remember all these fucking voices and what I got them on.
All right.
Oh, well, I think it's about time that we start heading in. It's, I think the play's gonna get... Hey, I know that Dragonborn. And Floon turns and sees you, and remember, Dragonborn are not very common in Waterdeep. So seeing one stand out, dressed as fine as you, he does absolutely place you. And he goes, "Hey, this is Voldred. Let me introduce you. Voldred, I didn't know you were gonna be here."
Hey, Floon, how are we doing this evening?
"I'm doing great. Thanks for being here. This is my friend, and her name is, while I look it up. This is Atalia. Atalia,
nice to
this is
meet
my
ya.
friend Voldred. He saved my life."
And how we doing tonight?
And she looks at you and kind of like gives you the up down, and ooh, she puts out her hand and she goes, "Charmed, I'm sure."
And I'm gonna go ahead and grab her hand and kind of give it a slight kiss on the top of the hand. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Make a persuasion roll.
7.
She kind of pulls her hand back a little faster than you expected and goes, "Floon, I think it's time that we head inside." And Floon goes, "Oh, all right, Atalia. Yeah, we can do that. Voldred, it was great seeing you, but I do gotta be heading in."
Understandable, Floon. Well, I hope you enjoy the show this evening.
"Yeah, you as well. I'll see you around. You say hi to Rainier to me if you happen to see him."
Absolutely.
So the two of them go ahead and head on in. Are you following? Are you staying out in the crowd?
Nope, I'm gonna follow him in and kind of still be behind him, then make my way to my seat.
Okay. And then Ptolemy,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing?
I'd be heading over towards ladies. I want to talk to them about, the potential to get a loan from our new friends.
You're talking about Elena and Juniper?
Oh.
Okay, so they've started heading inside. Are you heading in as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool. At that time, everyone starts to notice throughout the entire opera house, the lights start to dim and raise, dim and raise, dim and raise. And you hear a voice that just kind of comes out from all around, and you hear, "The fall of Tiamat is about to begin. Everyone, please take your seats. The play will be beginning in 5 minutes." Roland, the group that you're watching, the two gentlemen, they hear that, and they both look to each other and say, "Well, let's head on in." They put their glasses down with a waiter that's passing by, and they begin to walk in.
I'm gonna follow behind.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you trying to just
Yeah, I'm
walk in the crowd?
trying to be stealthy.
Okay, go and make a stealth check for me.
Yep.
Oh, wow, my dog is barking.
You took your shoes off. That is a 10.
Okay. Yeah, they continue just walking in ahead of you. They hand their tickets to the usher. The usher takes a look at them and, "Gentlemen, enjoy your show," and begins to let them in.
I'll continue on.
Okay. So you hand your ticket to the usher. Ptolemy, Voldred, I would assume that you guys are getting close to around the same time. You both hand your tickets over. Terrific. Okay.
Yep.
You guys all begin to head in. Roland, the two gentlemen in front of you, are starting to walk. They are coming to basically an intersection where they could either turn down towards the lower rows, or they could start going towards the higher seats above them.
I'm gonna watch what direction they go first.
Okay. Your seats are towards the right. As they get to that intersection, they do start to look around, and they see that their seats are up towards the left, a little higher up in the back of the theater.
Okay. I'll go to my seat with the group.
Okay.
But take note of what direction they went.
Okay. So everyone heads to their seats. You guys get to row 18. The 5 of you are situated. Strangely, you are situated in seats 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Seat number 1 just has kind of like a old half orcish woman. She's sitting there. She has gray hair. Is in really good shape, but still hunched over in her chair. She kind of does that thing where you kind of sit back, stand up a little bit in your chair as the 5 of you pass by her. And she just sits down as you guys get into your seats.
Who's sitting next to her in seat 2?
Everybody roll a D6 for me.
A what? D6?
A D6.
6.
2.
That's Elena's.
I also got a 2.
Okay.
5.
Okay. Juniper and Roland, go ahead and roll a D20.
20.
16.
13.
Okay. 16. Juniper is sitting next to her.
Okay.
Next to who? I'm sorry.
The old lady, you're in seat number 2.
Okay.
And she's in seat 1.
Roland would be in seat 3. We're gonna say Tollimer's in 4, Voldred's in 5. Okay. So the 5 of you sit. Everyone's filing in, and 5 minutes later, on the dot, the lights begin to do that magical dimming and raising again, and you hear the voice come back out and say, "And now begins the fall of Tiamat. Enjoy the show." The huge red curtain in front of you begins to pull away, and the play begins. So, the curtain rises, pulls away, reveals an enormous painted backdrop of Avernus, bathed in hellish red light. A deep, rumbling chorus of basso voices sings in giant, narrating how Tiamat, the five-headed queen, seeks to escape her infernal prison and conquer the world. Dancers in elaborate dragon costumes, each representing one of the heads, slither across the stage as the cultists prepare their dark ritual. I need everyone to roll a d20 for me.
12.
10.
Nat 20.
1.
3.
Voldred, I need you to make a performance check for me.
Oh, I'm made for this. 14.
Okay. The lead singer, fur-clad Goliath tenor, delivers a stunning
your
vocal
king.
performance,
Well, I
his
didn't
voice
vote for you.
shaking the
Donovan now
rafters with
controls the hill.
operatic power. The orchestra swells, the dragon dancers move in perfect unison, and the audience is enraptured. Even non-giant speakers can feel the gravity of the scene. The stage transforms into a grand war council chamber where the leaders of the Sword Coast factions, Harper agents, Lord's Alliance generals, and Chromatic Dragons turned traitor, debate their battle plans in song. The scene is punctuated by a rhythmic drum beat. Boom, 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 as each faction declares their allegiance in giant. Everybody but Voldred, roll a d20.
16.
14.
11.
Okay. Juniper, make a performance check.
Perform. $20. 30, 20.
Okay.
Performance is like my jam. I'm a bard.
Yeah. The tension is palpable as the performers move with precision, their harmonized voices carrying the weight of history. The audience leans in, swept up by the power of the moment. A magical effect, a brief shimmer of illusory banners representing the factions adds to the spectacle. Even like skeptical nobles are murmuring their approval around you. Finally, we reach the climax of the first half of the show. The backdrop shifts to the scorched battlefield of the Well of Dragons. Staged combat erupts as actors portraying adventurers charge across the stage, engaging an elaborate choreographed battle with actors in draconic costumes. Fiery lights and smoke effects mimic breath weapons, and the music crescendos in a desperate, thrilling fight. Everybody but Voldred and Juniper, I need a d20.
17.
Couldn't hear, but I assume you're
19.
19. Okay.
5.
Okay. Roland, I need a performance check.
I gotta see what my modifier is. One second. I'm sorry that I gotta swap back and forth. I'm behind on a whole bunch of shit. I'm trying to multitask. Performance.
It's a +2.
Okay. Oh, 21.
21, the battle choreography is flawless. The actors move like true warriors, their swordplay and magic duels seamless. A staged explosion, a clever bit of illusion magic, causes the audience to gasp in awe. The final note of the act rings triumphantly, leaving the theater in breathless anticipation for the second half. The curtains close in front of you, and the audience cheers in incredible excitement. They cannot believe what they've just seen. What do the 5 of you do?
Stand up and applaud.
Mm-hmm.
That performance was amazing.
Your roll will stand up.
We'll stay seated.
Yeah, like
Just-
whatever.
The theater clap.
Okay.
It's time to go find Mark.
That voice comes back up, the lights raise, and you hear, "We hope you've enjoyed the first half of The Fall of Tiamat. Please enjoy the intermission. The play will begin again in 20 minutes.
I'm gonna go get up and I'm gonna make my way to where the
B?
note. Yeah, box C. It's private box C.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Are we allowed to go with him?
4.
Yes, you can. A 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So, looking around, the lights are still a little dim, but they're box seats, right? So, you look up and you can see that in the balcony, there are seats that are up there. You cannot see anybody in any of those seats, but you can tell where they are.
All right. I'm gonna make my way towards the entrance and kind of then go to the stairs. I kind of go upstairs to head towards box C. Maybe if I can get a better look up there.
I'm gonna go with
Great.
him. Start looking for box C.
Okay. All right. So, is it just the two of you heading up there?
I'd like to go with.
I will go with him as well.
Okay.
I'll also go.
Okay. So the 5 of you get out of your seats. You head up the aisle, head out the doors, back into the lobby. A lot of the patrons have come out. They are mingling. Some have run to the bar. You can see that some are using the facilities to relieve themselves. There's a line outside of the bathroom area. There are people coming down the stairs, but you head up those. And as you do approach 2 ushers that are standing there, and they both look at you and the 5 of you and go, "Tickets, please."
You're muted.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of look at him and kind of like feel for my pockets for a ticket, and I'm gonna pretend like I don't feel mine and be like, "Oh, I must have fell out of my pocket. I'm in private box C."
Go ahead and make a deception check.
25.
With a 25, the 2 of them look at each other and okay. They both look and they say, "Private box C, isn't that?" The other one's like, I don't know. I feel like did we see them come up? And the other one's like, "I don't know. We've seen a lot of people come up tonight." And he's like, Right, and none of the others of you, do you have your tickets?
Oh, I left it in my seat.
You rich people and forgetting. All right, yes, go in. I'm sure it's fine. And they step aside and let the five of you head in.
Give a
Alright,
slight
and then-
nod to them as we walk by.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Of course.
And we're gonna make our
Would
way
you say,
upstairs.
Tolomer? What do you do as you go by?
I said I just give them a slight nod. You know.
Ah, okay, perfect. So nods back. As you walk in, you see that there's two directions you can go, and there's two signs on the wall. One says box, private boxes A, B, C, and D, and then the other sign says private boxes E, F, G, H.
All right, let's go H. No, I'm kidding.
You can see that there are boxes that are pretty close to this initial intersection here. The one next to you on your left says A, and the one next to you on your right says E.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of like, okay, well, if we've seen A right to our left and E to our right, I think we need to go left, and C should be second to the last box on the end.
Well, aren't you just a smart boy?
Alphabet.
I feel like you've been to the opera before.
And we're gonna kind of make our way. Or I'm gonna make my way down the hall. I don't know if they're gonna follow me or someone wants to check out a different one, but I'm gonna head towards C.
Yes, we're following.
Okay, great. So the five of you walk down the hallway. You pass box A. When you look in, the curtain that's normally there is open. There's nobody in the box. As you pass box B, the curtain is like half closed, but you do hear some voices coming from behind the curtain there, kind of peeking in. You can see there's a few people that are sitting in there, kind of still looking over and discussing the play. As you approach box C, you do hear a couple of voices coming from that are coming from the box seats.
I'm gonna kind of slowly walk up to the curtain and kind of give it a little knock and say, "Excuse me, is Mirit here by chance?"
Okay. So you walk up to the private box, like you said, you knock on the wall next to the curtain, and you do hear a voice come from behind, kind of like a quick like, and then, who is bothering me during my show?
It's Vultured. I was inquired by Rainier to come speak to you at intermission.
You weren't inquired by Rainier. I was the one who inquired to you. Come in, come in.
Let's all go in.
Do you mind if my friends join us as well?
Only so long as they drink.
I'm sure they would love a drink.
Awesome. So
I'm gonna dramatically
you
part
heading-
the curtains. What are we drinking, boys?
So you walk in and you see two people that are standing there. One of them is a very large man. He is dressed in, give me a second here. All right. He has got very ostentatious, you good?
Yeah,
Okay. like green velvet. He's got these very thick, like brown belts that go across them. He's got a large black like cape on him. His arms are very like poofed out on his doublet. It's got green and red coming through it. They are, let me see here. I thought I had stuff for him, and I can't find it now.
how many tabs?
I truly do. Let me see. he has splits in the arms which show red cloth coming through, black leather gloves, boots, that bandolier across his chest, as well as a sheathed silver sword with a large handled hilt. Wears this dark black cloak over his back, and his smiling face is framed by a large blonde mustache. And under his black sailor's hat is a tumbling set of brownish blonde hair. He's a man who creates his own birth because he is probably the largest person, obviously not even just in the room, but in this theater by far. His prodigious girth is a little deceptive, though. I need everyone to roll a history check for me.
Is girth?
Girth, size.
Okay.
What's
Not
my
bad.
multiplier? If you would
21.
21's good.
Oh.
History for you is a 0.
Okay, so it's 11. Thank you.
8.
12.
You've learned nothing, sir.
9.
9.
9.
All right.
Nice.
So, Tolmer, you said you had like a plus 20?
I got a 21, yeah.
Okay, great. So, Tolmer was the only one in the crowd who happened to see Mert walking around. And you remember seeing him, especially because of that black sailor's hat and just his size. But you watched as he was like bumping into people as he was making his way through the crowd and talking to people and shaking hands and laughing with party goers. And you did see at one point that he noticed a waiter carrying a full tray of champagne, and a split second before crashing into him, he nimbly had moved out of the way, never touching the waiter, averted disaster, and went about his way. So you guys walk in, and he says, Romalia, thank you so much for the information. I'll catch up with you here later, probably in the next couple days or so. And you see a woman in, let me see here, with you see a older half-elf woman, deep green blouse, tan jacket, knee-high black boots. She looks at him, looks at the five of you, and she goes, "Of course, Mert. It was good talking to you." And she pushes past the five of you and heads out into the hallway. Mert
I'll
looks
nod
at
as she
his-
walks past and tell her to enjoy the second act.
Thanks. You as well. And Mert looks at the five of you and says, "Well, I'm glad you see you got the message. Voldred, is it? Rainier speaks highly of you."
Yes. Pleasure to meet you.
You as well. You as well. So, Rainier says that you and your friends potentially are a good bet. Have you heard of the Harpers?
Not that I can recall off the top of my memory.
Okay. You want to make a history check?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
12.
Okay. You have heard of the Harpers before. Not very much because you are not from Waterdeep. But the Harpers are not only a Waterdeep faction. But you have kind of heard of them in the past. You've heard of some philanthropy, and also something kind of pings in the back of your head that there's a little bit more behind that. And Mert says, "Well, my boy, Harpers do a lot of good things in the city. We like to help out when we can. We like to donate our time, donate our money when we have to, but primarily we like to be at the forefront of the information in the city. And we like people who generally can blend in, but also people who can get places that maybe others can't. And we like people who can get information."
Well, I would have to say you came to possibly the best group to possibly get that all done for you.
It's good to know. Good to know. There's quite a bit of interesting things going on in the city as of late. I'm sure you've seen some of the different factions going against each other and at each other's throats in the streets?
Yes, we've come across quite a few of those.
Well, the Hoppers want to find out why. So, if you are so interested, I need you to do a little tradecraft, a little spying for me.
And who would we be spying on to get this information or location?
I need a perception check from everybody.
12?
Dirty 20?
11.
4.
Okay.
15.
Cool. Who's standing closest to the curtain to the door?
Probably me.
Okay. What number did you get?
I got a 15.
Okay, great. So with a 15, you hear like tinkling behind you, and the curtain kind of pulls aside, and somebody starts to push in. You step out of the way of the waiter carrying a tray of champagne. I believe that you ordered a tray, some champagne for you and your guests, sir. And Mert looks and goes, finally, those drinks we were talking about. Yes, leave them here on the table. Leave them here, please. I need another perception check from everyone, please.
14?
15.
18.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Oh no, not a big nap. You poor thing.
As he goes to put the tray down, all of you actually do notice that there is there's something like silver between his hand and the tray.
Can I tell if it's a weapon?
What number did you have?
I had it was a 13, 18.
An 18. You can see that there is a blade set up against that tray. He sets the tray down. The knife comes out and starts to go towards Mert's throat.
Yeah, no, that's a no bueno.
I'm gonna try and grab it.
Angao 7 now controls the hill.
I need you to make a contested dexterity check for me.
Let me see. A contested dexterity check. That's a 23.
Okay. Yeah, he's not having a good day. He goes to lunge forward with the knife, and your hand comes out and grabs his. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Is my microphone picking up my dog snoring right now?
No.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't hear it.
Oh, it's a 2. My strength is not very strengthy.
Okay. You grab his hand, and all he can do is he looks at you. You got a 2.
Yeah.
He turns and spins, and he stabs you in the stomach. Go ahead and take...
I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay.
I'm about to beat the fuck out of the guy.
They didn't check for weapons at the door, did they?
He's a worker.
No, they didn't, because I still have all my inventory. I mean, they didn't check.
I was like, because I don't remember losing my stuff, and I definitely was going to bring it. So
yeah,
I carry my weapons with me at all times.
I was like, if I can go ahead and just
equal
take
rights,
a hand
equal
axe to
fight.
this guy's neck, I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah,
But how
you
much
guys
damage do I take?
I'm pulling that right now. I think. Hold on. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, it's a 1d4. Ooh, you got lucky.
Wouldn't it be a 1v5? Oh.
You take 5 points of damage.
Oof.
So he plunges it right into your stomach. the room kind of like erupts in chaos as all this happens. The drinks go flying.
Oh, no.
Juniper, out of nowhere, like a little spider monkey, decides that she's going to try to grapple this guy. So with a grapple, target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw, or it has a grapple condition. The DC is 8 plus your strength modifier and proficiency bonus. So what's your strength modifier?
0.
0. Okay. He has to make a 10. Yeah, just makes it. He gets an 11.
Damn.
So you jump on him, and he kind of like he looks at you and throws you off. You go flying into the wall behind you. You do take let's see. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. And as he's throwing her off, going like this, I'm gonna go for an unarmed attack on him if
Okay.
I can, like kind of because I'm not grabbing my weapon quite yet.
Okay, go ahead and roll for an unarmed attack.
5.
Believe it or not, you don't hit him.
As he's throwing away, I kind of missed my punch across his chest or whatever.
Yeah, like you try to. Oh, I bit my tongue. You go to like punch him, and he is already moving forward towards the edge of the box. As
Nobody's
he goes,
gonna know.
You guys see another hint of like.
Nobody's gonna know.
silver.
They're gonna know.
He.
How would they know?
Sure.
How would they know? How would they know?
I can't. Bad.
I can't. Oh my god!
He goes to like leap over the edge, and as he does, there's a lot of people in this box, and Mert ends up kind of like hip checking him. So you see the grappling hook that he had just pulled out of his coat. He goes to hook it into the edge, like the railing of the box, and ends up getting hip checked. So he manages to get the hook into the railing, but he bounces against the side of the box and is like temporarily stunned for a second.
I'm gonna try and knock him out.
Let's say I'd like to take a hand axe to this guy's neck.
Okay, great. Roll the attack.
I just wonder what incapacitated.
You're stabbed in the stomach. You're trying to contain your bleeding, sir.
I'm not worried about it. I can heal myself.
Since he's already engaged with other folks, can I have advantage?
There's so many people in this box. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say no. I'm not going to give you advantage, but I'm not going to give you disadvantage either because there is currently 7 people in a private box.
That is a 19.
Terrific. That absolutely hits. Roll for damage.
That's going to be 8 damage.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. So you go ahead and just get him, and he's like, ugh! And Mert comes over and is like, not today, boy. And he grabs him by the throat, lifts him up, pulls him over by where Juniper is against the wall and slams him up against the wall, strips the weapons off of him and goes, now, why would you want to come after old Mert? And the man sits against the wall and is kind of struggling for a second and then just I'm not going to talk to you, Wolf. Mert looks at him and says, you don't have to talk to me, son, but you're going to talk to the City Watch. And the man still, hand around his throat, so everything that's coming through is kind of right. But he goes, better the City Watch than a tyrant. And Mert laughs and he's like, son, you don't know what a tyrant is. Looks out the curtain and goes, guards! And you hear let me see here. Yeah. 4 City Watch, like very quickly, are on there. Additionally, out of boxes B and D, 8 people come out. and rush. So there are 12 people in this hallway. Yes, Mutt. What can we do for you? I need you to get this scum out of here. Find out why he's trying to kill me and report back. Yes, sir, absolutely. They all immediately swarm him in shackles and pull him out of the hallway and out of the Light Singer Theater. Mert straightens his clothes. Oh, the theater sure is fun, is it not?
I'm gonna reach up and grab his hand and like act like he's helping me up and just be like, oh, thank you so much for helping me.
Absolutely, little
Dust
lady.
myself off.
Would hate for
I
you
thought
to
they
not have a good
saved
time.
the action for the second act, but apparently it's for intermission.
I'm gonna
The
take
theater's the
grappling
theater.
hook.
What was that?
Oh, I said I'm gonna take the grappling hook.
Okay, yeah. So you go ahead and just like peel it off. You could tell like it was expertly applied to that railing. There is also a rope that is tied to it. And you guys you could tell like had he not missed that jump, he would have been gone. He would have been down the rope immediately. So again, Mert kind of dusting himself off. He yells out the door, this champagne's all over the place. Get me some more ale. And looks back to the five of you and says, my apologies. But that is fun. That is very fun. I wonder why he's coming in here for me.
I'm gonna look at Roland's stomach and be like, do you have anyone nearby that might be able to help him with that situation? I don't want to miss the second act.
Wait, with which situation?
Didn't you get
You were
stabbed in the stomach?
stabbed.
Oh, I can take care of myself.
Okay. So you heal up?
There's people present.
Yeah, I'm gonna
have the people like have the 12 people dispersed from the hallway now. Is it back to the 7 of us or the 6 of us back in Boxy?
Yeah, you look out and it's like immediately everyone's gone.
Okay, so no one's gonna see himself heal himself, other than Mert.
Other than everyone.
I mean, I don't think there's healers.
Right, but I mean, we want to keep don't want nobody know that you can heal him because that can be dangerous sometimes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And that's 11, so I'm back to
full health.
Full health.
Great. So, everyone kind of comes back in. You guys start to calm down. The ale is brought. This time, it's from. There are 2 people that you saw from the boxes that came out. They are with the waiter who's coming. So he hands over the drinks on the table, cleans up the mess from earlier, and that waiter leaves, and those two humans, they end up leaving too. And Mert looks back to the 5 of you and goes, well, looks like Rainier may have been right about at least you for sure. Looking at Voldred, he goes, though I gotta say, Rainier said you were a sorcerer, and I don't think that fisticuffs are your specialty.
I wasn't really looking to throw my sorcery around here at the opera. I didn't want things to get too messy.
Well, you didn't throw your fist too well either, but you know what? Sometimes spies have to be subtle. Mm-hmm. So I think you'll do just fine. With that, one of the drays working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. Locate her, find out if she's learned the identity of any Zent operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts. When you've found that, you come back to my place. and he hands over some locations to you for his home in Waterdeep.
And what operatives were you talking about?
The Zentarim.
Okay.
Now, the show's about to begin soon, and you see the lights begin to fade and brighten again, right? Be on your way, and I look forward to seeing what you find out.
All right, I'm gonna grab the card that he gave me with his address and put it in inside of my coat pocket.
Great.
And then with that conversation, I'm gonna, because there's not, how many seats are in the boxy?
4.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna make
trying
my
to
way
crash
back,
up here?
I mean, we just saved dude's life. I mean, why not? I'm gonna head back to the hallway and kind of slowly walk down the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take my ale
the
and
rest of
head
you-
back to the seat.
A glass
Okay.
of champagne. I'll just if there's a napkin there, I'll wipe off my hand axe and put it away. I don't want to soil my fancy linens here, you know.
Sure. Okay. So you wipe it off, tuck it back in. Everyone heads back to their seat.
Mhm.
Okay. Great. So with that, you guys head back for the second half of the show. As you guys file back into the line of your seats, the old half-orc woman, again does the thing where she kind of stands up and lets you guys pass, and she like looks at all 5 of you. Everyone's kind of still like, still kind of huffing from the excitement and everything, and she's like, I don't know if I was that excited by the show, but I'm glad that you were.
You should be.
It's delightful.
Fantastic. It was eccentric for the first half. Can't wait for the second act.
That's where all of our fucking rolls went, guys. Making the show amazing.
So with that,
Not mine.
you guys watch as that curtain pulls back again, and immediately the next act starts. The battle rages on, but the cultists of Tiamat are still completing their dark summoning ritual. So the stage becomes bathed in this eerie crimson light as robed figures chant in a low, droning, giant harmony. At the heart of the stage, an enormous portal shimmers, an illusion depicting the gaping maw of Avernus behind it. Then, her heads begin to emerge. The actors portraying the heroes have to break the ritual before it's too late. So, who is not rolled yet? Ptolemy
And Elena.
Elena. Okay.
Mm.
Ptolemy and Elena, D20.
Ten.
10.
Okay, roll it again.
Twinning. 9.
I'm getting my physical dice. I'm sick of this.
Okay.
You were throwing
Ptolemy,
trash.
make a performance check.
15.
15. Okay. So the tension is electric as the music swells. The actors playing the heroes move in perfect synchronization, striking down the cultists just in time. A massive illusion of Tiamat's heads is severed in a burst of golden light as the orchestra thunders in triumph. The audience cheers mid-act, utterly captivated. Now, with the ritual broken, Tiamat's power weakens, but victory is not yet secured. A traitor among the heroes, tempted by the queen's promises, turns on their allies. A powerful duet unfolds between the betrayer and the leader of the free peoples, their voices soaring in a heart-wrenching confrontation. This act is the emotional core of the opera as the heroes struggle with the cost of war. Elena, a performance check.
Ten.
A mistimed lighting cue leaves the betrayer awkwardly half lit instead of dramatically shadowed. Worse, the lead performer nearly misses their note in a moment of tension, their voice cracking under the strain. The moment still lands, but the impact is dulled, and some audience members whisper about the mistake.
I ruined the show.
The final battle begins as the heroes rally for a last desperate assault. The orchestra reaches a fever pitch as actors leap into combat with the now weakened Dragon Queen. A colossal 5-headed puppet representing Tiamat looms over the battlefield, animated by unseen stagehands. A massive heroic aria echoes through the theater as the final blow is struck, sealing her fate. Everybody D20.
14.
18.
Not
14.
Ptolemy. Performance check.
$18.
You didn't even need the reduced GC that the Nat 20 gave you. The puppet moves seamlessly, its heads writhing in fury as the battle unfolds. The hero's final note is perfect, ringing through the theater with spine-tingling power. The moment Tiamat is vanquished, an enormous burst of golden light floods the stage, and the audience erupts into thunderous applause. The opera is an undeniable triumph. As the curtain falls and the performers take their bows, the audience reacts accordingly, giving a standing ovation for a masterful show.
I have goosebumps.
The fall of Tiamat concluded. Everyone finished with their ovation. The lights come back up, the curtains close, and everyone begins to head out. Everyone buzzing. The mistake in the second to last act forgotten because it was landed perfectly at the end. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna turn to the orcish shoulder woman next to me and be like, "See?
This group never fails." She begins to walk out. The crowd shuffles out. You guys are pushed forward by the crowd behind you. Everyone trying to leave their seats, come up the aisle. Everyone begins to walk out. So, with that, you're ushered out of the Light Singer Theater into the snow. There are carriages that are pulling up, and people are waving them down. Bellhops are helping, grab, carriages for folks. And everyone's beginning to leave the theater from here.
Is there an extra carriage for us to take?
You look towards one of the ushers, the bellhops. I can't think of the word for them, right? The valets, and point towards one of them. And oh yes, sir, of course. Allow me. He goes and runs out into the snow, and a minute later comes back. He goes, "How many are with you, sir?"
5 in total.
Absolutely. I've got a dray coming right around. He'll be here in just a minute.
Wait, is that the double deckers?
No, madam.
Fantastic. We refuse those.
Of course. Smart move. And a minute or two later, a carriage pulled by a dray, or a dray pulled by a horse, pulls up in front of you. The carriage driver, bundled up, very, very tight. It has begun to snow again. And he looks down at the five of you and says, well, come on up. No time like the present.
What's the horse's name?
Whose horse is
Philly.
that?
What was the answer? I missed it.
Philly?
Philly.
Billy.
Oh.
So are we going
Friendly
back to the
enough pet,
manor?
or no? As they're climbing in, I'm like, is this friendly enough to pet or not as much?
She's very friendly, of course, but so there are people waiting behind us. Are you
I'm
taking
waiting
the
for them to
carriage,
get
or should
in.
I be getting?
Yeah, we're getting done.
I'm gonna be kind of ushering everybody into the carriage, letting the ladies go first.
Great. So
And I finally happen.
all five of you head into the carriage. Where are you heading?
Are we gonna go out and do anything this evening, or are we planning on stopping at home this evening after the opera?
Oh, we could go find a bar to enjoy and talk about the opera in.
I'm definitely down for a drink. Everybody else?
We could go and watch people go down the yachting portal.
Dressed like this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The yachting portal, I agree with.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the yawning portal?
I want to flip the driver a silver piece.
Okay.
And tell him it's a bit special if you hold it up to your ear. And if he holds the silver piece up to his ear, it's gonna be like just like some of the notes from the play we just saw.
Okay.
And it, just very quietly with the music in the background, like you just like hear like in giant, just Tiamat, like, but in giant with
Okay.
the sound in the background.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
That is nat 20 plus 5.
Oh wow. Yeah. So he like looks at you kind of like strangely for a second, as like basically like, what the fuck are you saying, right? But he's like puts it up and Tiamat. And he like looks shocked, like, so that is incredible. How
Rare indeed.
oh, my goodness. Thank you very much. I cannot wait to show my wife. She will love this. And he like tucks it into like a special pocket like in his jacket and is like pats it to make sure it's there. So the five of you told him the yawning portal?
Yep.
Okay. Great. So you go ahead and you hear him kick the horse into gear. The five of you pull away. You leave the sea ward and head down, through the castle ward, into the dock ward, and about half an hour later, pull in front of the yawning portal.
Can we take a bio break?
Absolutely, I'm good with that. Back in 5 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Sorry, I was talking to the kiddos.
Unacceptable.
I know. How dare I?
JC texted me at 5 this morning.
Did she? What?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She sent me a picture of Post Oreos.
They're Post Malone Oreos.
I know.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, it's really funny.
I don't know why she was awake
But
so
at 5
early.
a.m., hell no.
She wasn't awake at 5 a.m. I don't know why she was sending you that.
It was like, I think like 6 o'clock. It's like 5:58.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
You rounded the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 6 a.m. is still 5 a.m.
I'm your king. Well, I didn't vote for you.
Sign Language Gate now controls the hill.
Ooh, that's a sick background, Tolmer.
That is actually a screen grab from the upcoming anthology series Amazon's doing on video games called Secret Level. They have one that's
Nice.
D&D based that is going to have Tiamat in it, and that's actually from the show. So I am very much looking forward to that shit.
I should have put that on my fucking screen, not this theater. Damn.
But there's so many games that they're doing, that they're doing stuff for as part of it. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be really cool to see how they kind of do all these different games. They have Dungeons and Dragons, Sifu, Unreal Tournament, Spelunky, Warhammer.
I want to see that one.
New World, Conquered, Armored Core, Outer Worlds, Mega Man, stuff from the
Concord, I think I
PlayStation
could
series,
yep.
Pac-Man,
That's
Exodus, Crossfire, and Honor of Kings. So it's going to be really cool, I think. You know, it looks like the trailer for it looks fucking awesome.
Nice. I think Secret Level, like some of the episodes are out already.
Maybe it is out. I don't know. Someone just told me about it earlier tonight when I was out with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you're playing D&D tonight? And I was like, yeah. They're like, have you seen the trailer for Dungeons and Dragons Secret Level? And I was like, I don't know what that is. And they're like, yeah, it's Tiamat in it. And I was like, oh, we've been talking about Tiamat.
Badass. They need to make a sequel to Honor Among Thieves.
Yes, I think so.
That movie's phenomenal.
It was really well done. I was super hesitant about it. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. Like, it was really good.
It's so good. I was amazed that like even Jess was bought into seeing it because she does not care for D&D at all. Like I talked to her about it and she's like, okay.
It was a hard
And she
pass.
was like, I want to go see it. She loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I told her, like, did you ever watch the show Bones?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the character Sweets,
Mhm.
the psychologist, he wrote Honor Among Thieves.
Did he really?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Way to go, Sweets.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, fucking keep doing that shit because it was great.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Bones was
Are
a
we
great
ready
fucking
to
show,
get
too.
back into it?
Yes, you will get 1 hour and 2 minutes from me because then I have to go to bed because I got work in the morning. But they can continue. But I will hit
That's
sleep by then.
9.
We would have had
9:30
longer
is
if you
okay.
didn't shit all over his microphone.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like it is my computer's fault that we're gonna
No,
be
it's
having
okay.
a short session, but
No, it's okay.
hopefully I can figure it out. So, all right, you guys roll up to the yawning portal. You hop out. The carriage driver wishes you a good night. Ptolemy, he looks at you and he goes, "Again, thank you. What a great gift. I appreciate you, sir. I hope to see you around the city."
You as well.
And 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 takes off into the city.
I'll kind of lean into Juniper and say he's going to be awfully disappointed when it stops working.
I'm just gonna giggle.
So you guys head in?
Yes.
Okay, great. You open up the door into the yawning portal, and just as you've come to expect, especially on nighttime excursions into the tavern, you walk in and it is rowdy and loud. People are sitting around drinking, eating. There's nobody around the pit at the moment, but there are quite a few folks drinking, eating, laughing. You guys take a look around a bit. You do see there's some open tables around. Dernan, the barkeep, he sees the five of you walk in, kind of gives you like a look of recognition, and waves, and how you guys doing?
Gonna walk up to the bar to get us some drinks and say hello.
Perfect. So you walk up, Dernan's there, and goes, "Oh, big fella, good to see you. Haven't had any troll problems, have you?"
Not as of lately, no.
Oh, good. I will make sure to know who to call when another one inevitably comes back out of there. But what can I get you?
I just need a round of 5 ales, please, for me and my friends to start off.
Terrific. It's gonna be 5 copper.
You got it. I'm gonna go ahead and slide him 10 copper over for a tip.
Thank you very much, big man. Enjoy the
Yo,
drinks. He slides
thank you.
5 in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna grab the 5 and kind of slowly walk back to the group. I don't know if they found a table yet or not, but kind of have the 5 glasses, 3 in one hand with the handles, 2 in another, and kind of pass them off.
Perfect. You guys do find a table, a big round one. Let me see. Since you're carrying that, you're kind of predisposed. So the other 4, I need a perception check. General perception.
Perception.
18.
It's 23.
12.
13.
Okay. Juniper and Roland, you guys, as you are going to sit down, you do see Volo is sitting off at a table. He's got a couple of people around him. He's got an orc and kind of like a surprisingly burly half elf is sitting there, and they're just drinking and eating food, chit chatting. Volo has quite a few like open books in front of him, and as he's sitting there talking, he is like writing down as he's chatting with them. Elena and Ptolemy, you guys do see Davil Starzong is at his normal table. Also is chatting with a few different people that are all dressed in like darker clothing, a little bit more like tightly fitted around them. Yagra is also at the table. She is drinking an ale pretty heavily. And then there is also one like large human male that is sitting with them. He is a little bit not in his dark clothing, but definitely is in like he's got like leather armor on. Has a really large sword on his hip. Actually, I'm sorry, it's an axe. He has an axe on his hip, which is normally would kind of trip up somebody. It would be more on their back. He's a tall dude, so it's actually able to hang on his hip instead of normally where the other back.
I'm gonna go join Yagra with my drink.
Great. So you head on through the crowd, passing by, tables. You're hearing like.
Oh wait, I don't see that. I keep asking that guy, and I don't remember his name. The pocket watch guy. Is he here?
Make a perception or investigation check.
Jarl Silvermane, right?
Jallister.
19.
19, you look around and you don't see him in the bar.
Okay. Then I'm going to continue on to Yagra.
Great. So you walk up to her. She looks over at you and gives you a smile, and she looks back at Davil and she goes, Davil, I'm going to go ahead and take my leave here for a few minutes. An old friend has just walked by. One of your new acquaintances, as a matter of fact. And she, scoots back from the table. Davil looks at you and gives you a nod and says, actually, I am happy to see you. Might have some more work for you in the future whenever you've got some time. Yagra, have fun. And Yagra smiles back. Oh, thank you, of course, Davil. I appreciate it. He walks over to you. And how are you, Juniper?
Lovely. I just attended the opera.
Ah, the opera. I believe, what is it over there right now? Looking at your dress, obviously you're with the light singer. I believe the Fall of Tiamat is over there right now.
I'm going to do a spin at the mention of the dress and kind of let the layers of tulle and everything swirl with the galaxy. And then be like, yes, absolutely. And it was breathtaking.
Well, can't have been as breathtaking as you, my dear.
So, this work.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I don't dispense the work. I simply enforce the rules around here. That would be Davil that you'd have to speak with. But I've heard there's been
Thought we were
some,
still at the table. Did we move off?
She walked away with you, stepped to the side, because Davil...
Got it. My misunderstanding.
But she says, I do believe it is a delivery.
No, easy enough. But anyway, how have you been, my darling?
Work is work, but it gets me by. It's been very interesting out there in the wards lately, but Davil watches my back and I watch his, and in the meantime, we try to figure out who this rogue faction of Zents are that is trying to encroach upon the Doom Raiders' turf.
That is the question, isn't it?
It is.
Well, all work and no play, of course.
Of course. And what have you and your friends been getting up to since we saw you last?
No, bit of this, bit of that. Scarecrow's here. Magic there. Taxes. Ugh. I have to hear about taxes one more time. Love is hard, though.
Taxes. Miss me with that shit. She takes a big swig out of the mug.
Out of my league.
Make a perception check. With disadvantage, as it is across a rowdy bar.
13.
With a 13, you managed to kind of like hearing your name in a loud room. You heard Texas. Just
of course he picked Juniper's voice out of the crowd.
Yeah. So I'll make my way over and be like, you guys talking about taxes? I've learned a lot about them.
Never. Tell him or never.
Oh, you definitely were just talking about taxes. Don't hold back.
Merely updating lovely Yakra about what we've been up to and about the tax book you found, yes, did come up.
Have you been over to the Barnes and Noble?
I'm not much of a reader, good sir, but I certainly wouldn't be caught reading about taxes.
Dreadfully boring. However, reading it can make you far more profitable.
Well, profit is always something that I'm interested in.
I think they make it boring on purpose.
Or so you do with the smart ones, and you find yourself a tax guy, and you don't have to think about it.
I consider myself to be a smart one, and yet I am a tax guy.
I was talking to Yagra, my love. You are the tax guy.
Okay.
She looks like back at the two of you. Just she's like, whatever you say, my friends. I think I'll stick to the arm wrestling and the protection services.
That's fair. I just I saw Davil over there. I was looking to see if maybe he had something for us. So, If you have any tax questions, feel free to ask. I'm knowing a bit more about how the city works. But otherwise, you two enjoy.
Good talking to you, sir. Yeah. So you said you're gonna go look over at Dabble.
Yeah.
As you finish up your part of the conversation with Jagger and Juniper, you do look over just in time to see the three gentlemen that were speaking with Dabble. They all kind of like pull their chair back at the same time. They all get up, and they all head out the door of the yawning portal and into the night. Dabble looks over and sees you and goes, "Oh, Tolima, you and our friend Juniper. So good to see the two of you. Where are your other friends at?"
We all just got here. We went over to the Lightbringer tonight. It was fantastic.
Terrific. Good to know that the Doom Raiders' newest recruits are such theater aficionados.
Yeah, a bit of rest and relaxation goes a long way into ensuring that you can focus on your next task.
All work and no play and yada yada yada.
Or so I've heard.
Yeah. I just saw the note from Roland.
Did you try turning it off?
Can you still hear us? Yeah. Did you try turning it off and back on again? Fuckers.
Did you?
We'll see if he comes back. So he's like, "But please have a seat."
I'll pull out a chair across from him, sit down.
Perfect. As the two of you pull up your chairs, he calls for a couple more ales that are going to be brought over. Elena and Voldred, what are the two of you doing?
I'll be sitting at the table, kind of just observing what everybody's doing, but drinking heavily.
And I'll be sitting with Elena, just kind of gazing around the crowd, seeing anybody, but just flickering like a little flame in between, just sipping my ale, just enjoying the company in the bar area, and then relaxing still after the opera, and seeing if there's anybody suspicious in the area that might stand out from the crowd.
Okay, all right. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws for me.
9.
9. What was that?
15.
15. Okay. So, Voldred, the night and the excitement and the adrenaline has, taken its toll on you tonight. So as you drink down your ale and you're taking a look, you do feel like this ale was brewed with a few extra hops or something because it feels good. Elena, as you drink, you kind of start to feel that same like spinniness. Like it feels like it's pretty strong stuff, but at the same time, in the back of your head, you almost hear like a and that spinning kind of stops. Voldred, go ahead and make a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Take a deep breath as well.
You see Elena kind of
13.
Okay. 13, you look around, and while there's not like anyone that really looks shady, so normally when you walk into the bar, right, like you walk in, you got the bar to the right, you have the yawning portal itself is in front of you, and then you have the back wall, which surprisingly you guys haven't really been in that area since you've been in Waterdeep and been coming to the yawning portal. But at the back, you do see that there is like 1 or 2 tables that have a couple of games going on, and you hear rowdiness coming from over there. And by looking over there, you see, even with the 13, you can tell like there are some guys over there who have probably had a very hard day and have been drinking very hard because of it, and they are on the precipice of being too rowdy. Your standard angry drunks.
After a long day of work.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. Okay.
All right. We come back to, well, Roland, are you back?
No.
No, bummer. Come back to Ptolemy and Juniper. Your ales have arrived. You have, been drinking with Dabble, shooting the shit. Both of you go ahead and make Constitution saving throws for me.
$23.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
The size difference.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. You both had large mugs placed in front of you. One of them is like, this next to your hand, Ptolemy, and Juniper's. It looks like it's like this big, and so you're both drinking, talking and whatnot. And again, Juniper, who got thrown against a wall and hasn't healed, is still kind of tired and a little beat up from the day, and that ale hits really, really good. So you do kind of also feel that little bit of room spinning a little bit, but when you focus on Davil's face, like it's still. So, the floor is yours.
So, you have a delivery for us.
Ah, good news travels fast, I see.
I'm
yes,
just
as a
good with
matter of fact, I might have
information.
something. What was that?
I'm just good with information.
You must be. It's one of the things we enjoy about our new recruits. Yes. As a matter of fact, I do have a job that you and your friends could do for us.
What did you have in mind?
Well, there's a shop in the trades ward called Weird Bottles Concoctions. The gnome who runs it is a friend of ours called
Good night,
Schemo.
sweetie. I love
He's
you
made
so
some
much.
potions of mind reading
Thank
for a
you for
client.
being here.
I need you to pick up the potions and deliver them to the God Catcher, one of the enormous statues in the castle ward. I assume you've seen it. It's pretty difficult to miss.
We've walked by a few times, sure.
Perfect. Give the potions
It's like
to the...
this big.
It is. You are absolutely right. Watch her, my friend. I don't need throw up on my table. But he smiles as he says it. Give the potions to the lady in the purple cloak and keep the tip.
Okay. Schemo over at Weird Bottles and Concoctions in the Trade Ward. And deliver to the God Catcher, lady in the purple cloak. Keep the tip. We can do that.
Perfect. Well, I knew it was the right decision to bring you guys into the operation. I enjoy a good attention to detail.
Is that something you need done this evening or something tomorrow?
I'm pretty sure my daughter is playing the saxophone. Just threw me off real bad. I'm sure that our contact is not going to be there this late at night. I would assume sometime tomorrow, early afternoon.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean into Ptolemy. You said concoction.
I did, because that's the name of the business, dear. Perhaps a water. Might do you, Ella.
This is phenomenal. I'm gonna take more ale.
Davil just kind of smiles and is like, It is rather good tonight. Roland says,
I'll just look at
BRB,
Davil and say,
100%
she's
not
worth at least 3 times her weight.
Good, good.
Good things come in smaller packages. And, although she can't hold her ale.
It's me.
Oh yeah.
Boop. I'm gonna reach up and boop Tolomer's nose.
As she's doing that, I'm like, I assure you we can get the job done. Just like the boop on the nose. And just like...
Chill. Yagra comes over and like, and he looks back and.
Did she walk close enough to me?
Did she walk close enough to you?
Yeah, like did she walk close enough, like by me?
Yes.
That I could reach out and smack her ass.
Yeah. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
How hard are you slapping that ass?
Wait, how do I do this?
I'm about to find out.
Actions, unarmed strike.
Yeah, unarmed.
Unarmed strike.
Roll for damage.
12.
Okay.
Would have been funny if you swung for the ass and missed.
She almost did,
but fall out of her chair instead.
A 12, like, it's pretty good. Like, she walks by and it's like a little hand, right? Like it's a Yagra-sized butt cheek, but she's like, right? And like even Davil kind of, he manages to hold back the snort, but like just kind of like smile at that. Yagra, you know, she like looks back at you and smiles and she's like, okay, that might be enough for you. And then whispers into Davil's in the ear. Both of you guys go ahead and make perception checks for me.
13.
7.
Okay. So she whispers into his ear, and he looks back and goes, "Oh, is that so? All right, good to know. Thank you." And she goes ahead and heads off and goes to the back of the bar and starts arm wrestling a couple of guys that are at the back. And Davil goes, "All right, well, again, you've got the next job on the list, so come on back once." Well, you know, we'll get word of once the delivery's made, but please do try to get it done tomorrow. Our contact does not like waiting.
No, absolutely. We will get that done tomorrow, and we'll let you get
Who
back
likes
to...
waiting?
She gets chatty, frisky, and playful when she drinks. Perhaps I can bring her over to Yagra, and she can watch her arm wrestle, so you can get back to your business.
Thank you.
Did you want to go watch Yagra arm wrestle?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the two of you leave?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head over to go watch Yagra wrestle? Or arm wrestle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So you walk over. She has like taken off her like leather jerkin that she has on. So it's basically just her in like a white like rough cotton hue short sleeve shirt, like standard shirt of that time, right? She's there. She's got her hand gripped in. Let's see here. She actually is gripped with like a dwarf. So this dwarf's is like kind of like reaching up because her arm is so big. So he's actually kind of like sat up in his chair, has like a couple of like large books that are under him. And they put a book underneath his elbow so that he can be at the same height as her. But huge red beard, flaming red hair that's tied back in a very long ponytail. And it's got like multiple hair ties down it. You know how they do? So it's like ball, 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 all the way down. Fucking brick shit house. This dude's muscles are massive, and he does not look scared going against Yagra. Juniper, go ahead. As you walk up, you see them both start flexing against each other. They start going for it. I need you to go ahead and make a strength. Just roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 13.
Okay. Ptolemy, roll a d20 for me.
Read.
Okay. So with that, you guys see them start to strain, and she, you see her biceps start to strain. You see the dwarf really all of a sudden these biceps pop out, veins are going down it. Neither of them really show anything on their face, but they both lock in and they're going for it. And you see Yagra start to
In
pull
a
forward.
sing-songy voice, Juniper's gonna grab a gold piece, hold it up, and be like, "A gold piece on the big muscly woman," and put the gold piece on the table.
All right.
Is
So
this the bubble braided beard?
Yes.
that is the bubble braided beard. Yes. So, but it's a ponytail. The beard is just ferocious. It's
Okay.
huge, right? But that ponytail is going down his back. So
I thought Yagra had the beard.
no.
It's like-
She's the orc with the
Yagra's
cute
pretty.
tusks.
She's
Yagra's pretty.
Very
she
pretty.
is at the top of the NPC's channel.
There's pretty women with beards too. Okay, I didn't know.
That is
how
true.
you
There
said that.
are.
That's true. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay that you shave yours every
I just,
Forgive me
she's the
for
tusky
my-
Every
woman.
day.
Tusks. Sorry.
So you put
You're into
the
that
gold
Tuscan
down.
life?
A couple other people are throwing in
Tuscan
bets as
Raider.
well. Go ahead and make another strength check for me for both of you. So both of you guys roll d20s.
14.
15.
Okay. So with that, you see them straining. They're both like hands shaking. Their biceps are really going. Yagra, was pulling forward. She was doing it, and the dwarf, he kind of like locks in, kind of throws his shoulder into it, and it just starts pushing backwards. And you see everyone's like, ooh. They come back to the midpoint. They're both like staring at each other. Both of you guys, d20s again.
12.
17.
Okay. So they're both starting to strain. Now you're starting to see like sweat come from both of them. Yagra starts pulling over to the side again, starts leaning more towards her side of the table. D20s.
$19.
And
Yagra slams it on the table.
That's my girl.
She stands up. She's like, ugh, nobody comes after the strong fist and wins. Well played, dwarf. Well played. And the dwarf kind of gets up and is like, oh, well, I will never say no to a half-orc. What a display of strength. Well fought. Everyone kind of like, starts exchanging their gold and whatnot. Your bet, you do end up with everyone who was betting in there. You do net 4 gold pieces.
Nice.
Yagra stands up, grabs an ale, and takes a big swig. And she looks over at the two of you and she goes, "Ah, always refreshing after a long day. You see why Davil employs my services."
Oh, I had no doubt why he did.
She looks over towards Elena and Voldred, and she sees Voldred and she goes, Don't think that I haven't forgotten about your friend beating me the other day, but I was a little off, but I will definitely have my revenge."
Am I in within hearing and talking range of her?
Make a perception check.
8.
Nope.
Okay.
So I'm sure he would like the opportunity, to go again.
Well, you send him my way if he ever feels like it.
Tonight or another time.
Whenever.
I'll kind of like do the yoo-hoo to Voldred across from the bar, and just kind of go like this and point at Yagra.
Wait, why does your hand disappear on the top of your?
Because he's got a set screen.
There's a portal above me.
No.
It goes elsewhere.
I'm too high for this shit.
I have everything cropped. I can just I can disappear over here too. But yeah, right here is
It's where the cam ends. Never mind.
well, it's the top of my character sheet, so I can just
I'm so fucked up. Stop.
It's where he grabs his dice from.
He's right below me, so I'm trying to line my hands up with his.
See, I can touch him over here.
And then we can wave back and forth.
I love it.
I mean, you could really mess with her. I could stick my hand through this way, and then
You can't get it.
As I see Talamer pointing and like waving me down, we're all drinking. I'm gonna kind of like pull on Elena. I'm gonna kind of pull on Elena and be like, "Looks like someone wants to test this dragon strength again tonight." And I'm gonna kind of pull her along with me as we're drinking ales together at a table because I'm not gonna leave her sitting alone at a table.
I'm just gonna kind of groan and drink the rest of my beer as he's pulling me.
Great.
And
so
we'll
the
walk
two
on
of you
over.
head on over.
Yep.
Okay, great. So you walk over and Yagra's got this big grin and she goes, "Well, Dragonborn, you're one of the few to have beaten me in a while, and I feel like it was probably a fluke. How about a rematch?"
Are you sure you're ready after just facing your fellow competitor?
My
I'll
friend,
kick his
I'm
ass for you.
always ready.
Well, all right, let's line him up.
Okay.
And then he kind of, slams his mug down and slaps the arm up on the table, getting ready, showing initiative, being the first one to put the elbow on the table.
Great. She comes in, sits down, and
I'm gonna toss
puts her
4
hand
gold on Yagra, obviously.
You said you finish your beer, your ale?
I did not. No, there's still some left.
Okay. But you've had most of it?
About half.
Okay. All right. So you guys lock in, and
I'm gonna toss 4 on Voldred.
Okay. So
Has Yaga? Yeah, but she's been drinking as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same ale.
Same ale.
Okay.
So she, sits down. Everyone who just saw her beat this dwarf, they look back and see her sitting down, and you hear the murmuring like, "Oh, hey, take a look," and everyone starts coming back over. So gold's getting put down. A lot of gold in front of Yagra. They're looking at you. You see a couple people are like they're not nonchalant with us. Like they're looking at robes and like a sorcerer, and you just hear like, I don't know, like, yeah,
Animal,
but kind of weak and nerd and
Nerd.
Dressed in my nice outfit.
yeah, and nice like outfit robes and stuff. I'm like, there's no way, but they're like, all right, well, let's see.
Wait, you
Throw
got
some
the
gold
shirt
there.
pulled back, right? You're displaying your gem?
Yeah, my gem is still displayed, correct.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
part of his
Yeah,
outfit that it was cut out.
Yeah.
Cut out
Right,
around
right.
it, yeah. So yeah, there's the furry glow gem in it, yeah.
Yeah, so people are kind of like, oh, okay, let's take a look, and they get ready. So one
Is
of
it
the
a furry gem?
like a part. Huh?
No, it's a very glassy, shiny gem, and not a furry gem.
So one of the patrons comes over and puts his hand between the two of you, and they're like, "All right, you ready?"
Yes.
She nods her head in approval. You nod yours. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! Start going at each other. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Let's write that on the strength check. 16.
Okay. So you guys lock in together, both start straining. And to the surprise of everybody in this bar, you start to push her over. And you get to you get, quarter way there. Go ahead and make another strength check for me.
17.
You start pushing even further. You're really muscling her down. We're at the very, very close edge of the table. One more.
Kind of lean over to Juniper as this is happening. Go, you might have
Not
to find
20, bitches. Let's go.
You might
Not
have to
20.
find a new way to make her feel better tonight.
Nat fucking 20.
Shut the fuck up.
Swear to God, dude. You
Go, yeah. Go,
Way to
Yagra.
go.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You guys are stuck, right? She is like looking at you. She is in shock. She does
Like
not
this much
understand
room
how this
between the
keeps
edge.
happening. But she is pulled over. She's trying to do it. Go ahead and do it again. Do it again.
Can I give her bardic inspiration?
You can get Bardic.
18.
Yes.
Nope. Strength check happened.
She's going. She's going. Boom. She hits the table. She gets up. She's like, I don't understand what is going on here.
I told you should have taken a rain check on that. Just you asked if you were ready after your last battle.
My goodness, truly astonishing. I do not understand. The crowd around you is going crazy. They cannot believe what they just saw. She's like, it's got to be that dragon blood of yours, but phenomenal.
I'd like to take the winner.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
How
Bring
much
it.
gold do I get from that?
How much did you put down?
He put 4.
Okay. All right. So.
And do I get as a winner at all or no?
You got bragging rights, bitch.
If you didn't bet as winner, you
Okay.
got bragging rights for that.
Okay. Perfect.
So with your 4 that you had, it is this payout with everything we have is times 2. You get 8 gold thrown in front of you.
Fantastic.
So Elena and Voldred now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Elena, you finished your drink and set it on the table, right? Okay. Voldred, you have now been drinking, like you've been arm wrestling and still going for it. So I need you both to do Constitution saving throws for me.
16 with my proficiency bonus.
18.
Okay, all right. So strong ale or not, you guys have managed to like hold the spins at bay. So you both sit down, and again the crowd's like, "Ooh, here we go!" Like now it's starting to get big because they're starting to see some action over here. So you both sit down at the table, lock hands.
As we lock hands, I'm gonna make my chest gem kind of fire up and glow a little bit hotter and just kind of intimidate her.
I'm gonna rebuttal with red eyes and the oil coming down.
I was waiting for that.
Mhm.
The crowd, ooh, right? Like they're into it. They're like, all right, let's go. Gold, like there's a lot of gold going on this table, right?
I'm
Are
putting
you guys
5
putting
on
in
Elena.
anything? Who's putting in stuff?
I'm putting
5
5
on
on Voltrude.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 5 on myself.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I just want bragging rights. I don't want to waste my gold. I'll
Okay,
take bragging
all right.
rights alone.
So we got 5 from Juniper, got 5 from Ptolemy. Roland.
I'll put. No, I'll pass.
Okay. All right. So you guys lock hands.
Mhm.
Yagra puts her hand on top of the both of you. And she's like, okay, let's see it. I got to see if this is a fluke. I got to figure out what's going on. And I'm going to be watching you, Dragon Boy. Elena, good luck. 3, 2, 1. Lifts. You both lock in. Boom. Right? Immediately, both of you are shaking. Strength checks.
Okay.
What if there's so even if she's got a bigger strength though? Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay. 18.
13.
Okay. All right. So you both start immediately straining. the gem in your chest starting to build up. Her eyes immediately start flaring red at you. You're both just like almost nose to nose. You're struggling so hard, but Elena starts to push you over. All right, let's see the next one.
I'm gonna subtly cast guidance on Elena. I'm just gonna like just bump her like back or like tap her back.
Okay. Now hold on a quick second here. I like where your head's at, but guidance is verbal and somatic, so there's not a lot of subtlety here. It's basically without being able to cast like subtle spell yet, you were basically like, "Let's go, Elena," and like tapping her. So, are we sure we want to do that?
So,
I'll take the gesture, and as that happens, kind of like my fingertips, the nails, I don't know how to explain, just kind of grow, and like the tips just kind of become animalistic almost.
So in the back of your hand, because you guys are wrapped up, right? You start to feel this pinch in the back of your hand, Voltred, as these nails kind of start to dig into the back of your hand.
And I got a little bit of blood dripping out of it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that'll be 13.
Yeah, you just barely, like you're close. Like the indents are there, but you're not quite bleeding yet. But you could tell like a little bit more, and it's gonna puncture.
All right. What was your strength check?
Oh, did we already do it?
No,
Yeah,
I
rolled
rolled
one.
now.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't yet.
I got 18.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Voldred, you're tired. Yagra, like you won, but like she still took it out of you. So again, a little bit closer to the table here. It's our final one. Like, let's see if we come back or not. Go ahead, strength checks.
I died.
Strength?
Yeah, the same string checks you've been doing.
The nails did it. The
19.
nails did it.
19.
I'm calling bullshit on those fucking solo rolls
I
over
am
there.
doing-
I'm just giving you shit. I'm giving you shit. I'm giving you shit.
I'm rolling with my life.
Fuck these dice, man.
It's all in the wrist.
I used my roll all on Yagra.
Yeah, and that's the big thing, right? Like Yagra is strong as hell, and it's kind of a situation of you're not as good as you. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. You were as good once as you ever were, but that second time around, she used up or took advantage of that lack of strength. And additionally, as she goes and starts to push your hand towards the table, make a quick perception check for me, Voldred.
Are you saying I'm taking a cheap shot?
No.
Nat 1.
Okay.
2 in a row.
Yeah. So with that, you look at the table in disbelief as your hand smashes in. Elena stands up. The crowd goes wild for both of you.
I was going to do a dainty little curtsy and walk away. Grab my gold. Go get more beer.
So,
what was the payout for that?
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
our tax man is on it.
So, basically what I'm doing here is I'm multiplying it by 2d6. And I just add them together. Just so you know, Ptolemy, you had a 2. I rolled 2 ones on it. Elena, I rolled a 6 for you. So you put down 5 gold. That's 30 gold for you.
Hell yeah.
People were going crazy, like with everything building up throughout, with all these things going. So the bets got bigger and bigger.
No, I put
anyone
5
who
on Elena
bet-
too, so I also get 30.
If you bet on Elena as well, 30 for you.
Fuck yeah.
And then Juniper, I think you went for Voldred.
I went for Vultured, yeah.
So your 5 is gone.
Yeah, once Elena put 5 on Voldred, I put 5 on Elena. So
No, once you put 5 on Elena, I put 5 on
yeah,
Vultured.
put it on Elena first. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, great bet from there. That's 60 gold that you guys
It's been a
pulled
very
together. Right
profitable evening.
Yeah, it was really solid. So you guys stand up. Both of you, Elena and Voldred, you get beers just put in your hand. Like bunch of people are like super stoked at everything that just happened. So you guys get like free beers thrown in your hand.
All right, I'm gonna take one and just slam the whole ale down again.
Cool. Constitution saving.
I hope I get fucked up. I really do. I need it.
Yikes.
That'll be 11.
Okay.
Why are you
This
saying
one, you're
11
like-
if it says 9?
Because I have a proficiency bonus in my Constitution saving throw.
No, but it's already added in the roll.
That's
No, it's
added
not.
in.
Is it automatically?
Yeah, so if you click on in your Constitution saving throw section, if you just hit the plus whatever by con,
Okay.
it'll roll and that's it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, 9.
Okay, 9. Like you start to feel it coming up. You manage to barely hold on to it, but the room is starting to spin.
Perfect. I'm gonna kind of stumble my way and then accidentally probably trip along the way to a seat to kind of ease myself after that slamming of a beer.
I need you to make a dex saving throw for me.
Also, sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. I was
10.
curious if you
No.
had like some kind of feature or trait or
No.
something I wasn't aware of.
No. 10.
Okay. You start like walking back towards the table. As you do, the yawning portal is kind of like moving around the ground by you, and because you are not steady.
Can I see this happening?
Yeah, you do. You see him like walking towards, and he's kind of like stumbling as he's going, and he is getting closer and closer to the portal.
I would like to guide him to a table.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a. I need you to make a dexterity check for me to be able to like get to the tables.
Just a straight dex.
Yeah. Or acrobatics if that's better for you.
It's one of the same. 16.
Okay. Terrific. Yeah, 16. You manage to like get through the tables real quick, like get between customers and patrons and stuff, and you get to Voldred and steer him away as he's about 5 feet away from the edge of the portal.
I'll just like calculate. All right, you did a great job. You took down Yagra. I think probably taking down Elena on a good day is a tough task, but after Yagra too, it's a little too much, buddy. You know.
You may be right, but it was still a tough loss.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably you gave her an inch, right? You know, right? And I'll just kind of give him a wink, like I know you didn't, but come on, let's just shake it off and rest up. You know, you didn't really give it to her, but I'm trying to throw you a bone here after that.
Perfect. Roland, is there anything additional that you wanted to do?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, the bar is going crazy, as you can hear. Everyone is very excited. It's been a surprisingly fun night. You guys have started off at a theater. You have seen an incredible play. You helped foil an assassination plot. You have been given work by 2 different factions. You have possible inoculation in something into a new group for Voldred. Came back to the Yawning Portal, got work, did some amazing arm wrestling. A night to remember. And with that, we are going to pull away from the party. We are going to head back into the snowy nighttime, and we will see the Yawning Portal disappear from sight as we coast out of the city and back into the clouds. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end our session for tonight.
Nice.
Yay.
Brava.
So fun.
That was a very fun session.
That was good.
That was really good.
Cool. So, let me see.
For an opera night was a blast.
I
want to see that show live.
Yes.
Yeah, I really did too.
IRL,
Until Elena's act came up, yeah.
Listen, there was an understudy. You don't know her.
You know what's funny is like that was a climbing DC scale. So every act had a higher and higher DC, and I mean you guys hit every single one except for one. And like I was very, very impressed. Like and you guys cleared the DCs and it started at 12. So even Elena's I think was pretty close.
Yeah, only just shy, I'm sure.
Yeah. So hers
Just shy by 10.
well,
Yeah,
what
I
did you
don't think
have?
so.
She
I don't remember
rolled a
what you got.
10.
The DC on that one was 15.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
So like it was high. The final act I kind of assumed wasn't going to happen, bless you. That was a 16 DC. And I want to think that one was an 18 that got rolled.
I think Talmer's got a good performance bonus too.
I got a +5 to performance.
Hell yeah. There you go.
And I got a +4. And
I get a +7 to performance.
Yeah, she's got a +7.
The two of us are very used to conning people. So
I mean, hey, the dice worked out there because at the end, like, I mean, taking people off the board made it so that our bard and our artificer couldn't just run the table on performance all day long. Like, it made it very fun. So you guys all contributed in a great way. That was a blast.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
So, all right, guys.
I don't know what show you're working on next, but you should get to rehearsal because we love the theater.
Okay. I'm glad you guys liked it. So that was fun.
Great. It was
all right. February 12th looks to be our next game night. So
October 12th.
Looks like yeah, because Valentine's Day is Friday, so I'm not sure if anyone's doing stuff early in the week for Valentine's Day.
I mean,
but
I'll hang out with you guys if you guys want to, but nope, I'm free.
No, yeah, like I said, I know we'll have like Jess and I'll have stuff like Friday or Saturday, but like Wednesday I'm free. So I will give you guys a heads up. JC, my daughter, is starting softball here, so she finds out her team probably end of the week. Softball practices are going to start getting scheduled. I have no idea what those practice days are going to be or whatever.
I get it, man.
Yeah. So as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. Jess has been very understanding with me trying to like be here on game nights and stuff. So if there's anything that like if I have to reschedule, I will let you guys know as far in advance as I possibly can because I'll have the schedule available to me.
Yeah,
I'm 3 to 5 days a week. 3 to 5 days a week is softball for me. So
okay, yeah. So we'll see what this coach does. Our last coach wasn't great with like practices and stuff. But whoever she gets this time could be much more involved with it. So we'll see. But I will do everything in my power to be here every other Wednesday.
Cool.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Great session. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
And that was D&D, everybody. Let me see who is streaming and where I can send you guys. All right. Thank you all so much for coming in today. I super appreciate all of you. I will see you tomorrow for some more gaming in D&D. Hopefully we can get that solo dub in Fortnite. And then in the evening, more D&D. We love it. We love to see it. I will see you all tomorrow. Toodles. Stick around for the raid, please. Let me see.